play.
You don't watch girls basketball anyway.
I watch women's basketball, Gil. Okay? Support women.
WNBA.
They women. They over 18.
It's women's.
They over 18.
It's women basketball for both.
It's considerable. Oh, okay. Well, damn it, I don't watch it either.
You about to watch UCLA get this
today.
done? You about to, what, the debut of Agent Shiro?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay.
That's hard.
We apologize in advance for what we're about to do to him.
That's hard.
Okay.
That's legendary, Gil.
It is.
Gil, big fan of women's basketball, despite.
I give you a pass because your daughter go there, but yeah, we used to put foot to Louisville's ass.
The boys.
Yeah, I
nobody care
think
about them.
We ain't worried about the men.
Yeah.
But we're going to get this dub. Go,
Y'all
Bruins.
supposed to be good this year?
Nah.
Number 5 in the country.
Nah.
Wait, come here.
Number 5.
Wait,
Number
girls or boys?
5? No way.
Women.
Oh, women.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay.
Who y'all got?
Who don't we got? We coming
You know
for
who
Juju,
you
whoever. Coming for whoever.
You say you know anybody?
I don't know nobody.
The only woman we know in Los Angeles is Juju Watkins. That's it.
Right?
Unfortunate. Y'all are number 17 though. That's a good
17?
That's a good ranking too. That's close to 5.
Oh shit, y'all supposed to put the ass today then.
That's close to 5.
No, nobody's. Come on, we good. We good.
We good out here.
Let's go to Louisville.
Yeah.
But this is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. As always, we got the legend and now current Louisville fan Gilbert Arenas here on the couch. Did you just do the fight on? What'd you just?
You did.
I don't know.
Okay. Nah. We got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings in the building, representing Tough Crowd in the Gil's Arena collab. Over on this side of the couch, we got Kenyon Martin.
What's that?
Up in the polo, okay. A special day. We got a special guest coming through. I see you had to
Jack?
get dressed up. And normally Nick is on this side of the couch.
Oh, no, fuck that. Him.
But he not messing with Gil right now.
Yeah.
But we got Swaggy P, NBA champion, Nick Young.
Brother P.
What, Brother P now?
Brother P.
Brother P. He got the glasses.
The funny part is they look prescription.
They are. I'm old now, baby.
Can't tell?
I can't see shit.
No, you can tell.
These eyes been gone a long time ago.
Okay.
Brother,
Was it Versace?
You know what, brother? I don't do labels, brother. I'm not about that. I just got them.
You don't do labels ever since
Brother P.
Sean Stevenson put his nuts on them shits, huh?
The Balenciaga.
Ever since,
Man, all this brother knowledge shit. I'm not indulging in your bull today.
Okay, we got a new and
All right.
improved.
Yeah,
Brother P.
improve, okay.
Nick Young here. We also got hip-hop legend Bun B pulling up to the arena shortly. And for all the fans out there, we still have 2 viewing options for you, our traditional version and a mobile vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support your favorite show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. Joel Embiid was progressing towards making his season debut, but got into a locker room altercation with a Sixers beat reporter. How much longer do we expect the process to be sidelined? Might be a minute once Adam Silver and them get a hold of him.
Still processing.
The Bucks are off to a 1-5 start, including 5 straight losses.
Trash.
Could Giannis be taking his town to South Beach if Doc Rivers can't right the ship? There are rumblings. And Vince Carter became the first player to have his jersey retired by the Raptors. But will DeMar DeRozan see his hanging in the rafters someday as well? At least one Toronto legend doesn't think so. I'm sure we all have seen the videos and everything going on. It was a little tense out there in Lebronto this weekend. Before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog. Download the app. Use promo code GIL. Get a $1,000 bonus and a special pick'em. And you already know that Underdog's got you covered all October with promos every single day. So go ahead to the Underdog app, use promo code GIL, and take advantage of all those special promos that they got. And as always, we do Mostly Fans at the end of every show. If you drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog username, we use it on this program. $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. If you send us a video at mostlyfansgil@gmail.com, and we use that video on this program, $100 bonus to your Underdog account. And as always, we do the show live on YouTube Monday through Thursday, but we got audio versions available, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So Gil, it's a special day for you as well. Obviously, your daughter debuting for Louisville, her college basketball career underway, but special anniversary for you too. On this date in 2001, a legend made his NBA debut. Gil, you got in the game for the first time. First time. 23 years ago today. Warriors against Blazer, a dominant performance. You were 0 for 3 from the field. You had 1 personal foul in 3 minutes of action.
Little Bronny.
Shot a minute.
Yeah, you got a minute. You got, hey, some good minutes.
Little Bronny.
Little bro.
Little Bronny.
That was tight. That was tight.
Gil, what do you remember about subbing into an NBA game for the first time?
Was it Portland in Golden State?
It was in Golden State.
Oh yeah, that was I got a rude awakening because I was talking you talking trash on the sideline, so I was talking big stuff. Remember Boom Shay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Ruben.
Huh?
Boom Shay, Boom Shay.
Boom Shay. So I was talking on the bench like, yo, if I ever get in, I'm dunking on him because he look like he a late jumper, right? So if I ever get in, I'm just sitting there and then end up getting in.
You talking out loud?
You on the side, on the bench.
To him?
Yeah, no, not to him, just,
Out.
we're in the bench like, oh, I dunk on him. Oh, he look weak, right? Why he in the game? And I got in at the end of the game and he was in, so you know how you look at?
Yeah.
Fast break came down and took off.
You missed it, or he
What
blocked
happened?
Man, he smacked that shit, man, back on the goddamn wood is all I felt.
One of those free field
Oh, yeah,
One
back
leg?
hit. Oh, one leg took off. Ooh,
One
like he
leg.
feel like I'm flying. Yeah, back hit the
All
damn
it takes is a-
ground. Oh, yeah, that was yeah.
That's the reason you miss your next two.
Yeah.
A little sore.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
The way it happened, too, I was like, oh, this is fake. Yeah.
Brother, it was other plans for you that day, brother.
Huh?
There was other plans for you that day.
Yep.
Should have did something.
Hey,
else.
you can beat that man. You can't beat that flow. Let's just say that.
Damn.
Brandon, what do you remember from your first NBA game?
That I made my first shot. That was a relief. In the
Oh, you
corner.
made your first shot?
Yeah. That was a relief. Then it ended up being 17, 9, and 9. So it was a good night. I was nervous though.
Average night at the office.
Yeah.
Ain't the first one?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Off the swing, UCLA cut, go to the corner. Here come Michael Redd, pick and roll Bogut. I was in the corner open. I was just like, please go in.
Yeah, damn.
I was like, yeah.
Used that motherfucker be air balls, like. Ooh,
That ball get heavy like a brick.
Hell yeah, get heavy.
For real.
Let's shift over to Brother P. What do you remember from your first NBA game?
Like how intense the game was. Like I said, we played Boston. That was like the first time they had like the big three together. It was their first game and stuff. So I was just like, damn, this is KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, but I did make my first shot. But
You made yours too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Make the first shot, get confidence. Too bad he was already down by like 20 though.
This is about your individual performance. And Kenyon, how about yourself? I know 16 shot attempts. Okay, but
I mean, did he make his first one though?
I have no idea.
Oh.
you don't. We know, Kenyon.
I'm being blamed. I have
Let's go to the game ball.
idea. Just
What's,
go.
No, him.
How was that pressure of being like the #1 draft pick?
Oh, it was there. I just knew I had to go out and play.
Yeah.
Like, and the team wasn't that good, so they got the #1 pick for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So what I come into, it ain't that.
Y'all there?
We just got to win more games than we did the year before.
right?
So hey, that's all that was, right? Just win more games, and then just go out and should be available.
I think it's pressure just in general being a lottery pick.
I was about to say #10 is pressure too.
Just being a lottery pick in general.
Yeah.
Like you in that green room,
What you
everybody else
find,
outside waiting.
Stat man.
I think it's just I think
Okay.
it's pressure for everybody.
Or shopping in Soho, like
I feel like
in
depending on y'all, the
Kenyon
really
fashion,
things
Yeah.
14 seconds in the game, you got a foul.
Okay.
So he done
60
clothesline.
picks.
He done clothesline the motherfucker for real early.
Damn, it took that long?
Yeah, you missed it. It was a 14-footer.
What games do you remember?
Big ones. Finals. playoffs, Western Conference Finals, playoff series. There's certain games.
Yeah, first 2 point free
All the
throws.
times y'all got your ass whooped. That's what's up, brother. You're supposed to think about the good stuff, not the bad. Keep the negativity out your head, brother. Knowledge. You'll be okay.
We got Brother P in the arena.
So your first bucket was an actual dunk.
Okay.
Damn.
But my first.
Like makes two at the rim means a dunk, right?
Yeah. Or layup, dunk, 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So your first 2 points was free throws, but your first basket was
Okay.
makes 2
First point
points,
was
shot
free
at the rim, assisted by Marbury.
First points was the free throw.
And +2 again, assisted by Marbury right at the rim.
Yeah.
Get your buckets.
And then at the rim again.
Marbury.
Rookie year, yeah. Steph was my point my rookie year.
Big kid.
No, it was in my second year.
All right, well, let's keep this
Made it to
thing.
the finals in my second year, too.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Let's keep this thing moving. We got some.
So that means J Kidd that much better than Stephon Marbury?
We added pieces and took pieces away.
Oh, okay.
Like, we was old as shit my rookie year. Like, we had some dudes that had been around the league for a while. Like, Jim McIlvain was on the team.
Hey,
But the jump.
bag finesser.
We had Jim McIlvain, Kevin
Jump
Gill,
to the
Sherman
finals.
Douglas.
You know what
Johnny
J.K. was going
Newman.
through?
That's what I'm saying. Is he?
He out of his playing out of his mind.
It's not like they're
Marbury's
better.
old, though.
They're better for
play.
that. He was better for that.
We drafted RJ.
Yeah, drafted
into my second year. Kerry Kittle's healthy.
Now you're talking about
Van.
what J.K.
Keith
do,
Van Horn.
right? J.K.
Forgot about
What does he
Keith
do?
Van.
Pass the fuck out of the ball, right? So now you're talking about a guy who can pass the ball, your shooting guard runs the floor, then you got Dunker, and then you got RJ Dunker. So you got 3 dudes who's running. So 4 your 5
They're
is
rookies.
No, but what I'm saying,
Taking a rookie.
No, we had one rookie.
No.
Second-year players down there, rookies.
But I'm
And
not.
RJ.
But I was not your typical. I wasn't young.
but what I'm saying,
Like-
I was
Connect.
23 my
Like
second
Connect.
year. Yeah, I
That's
was.
what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
so. But I was ready to play. I was physically ready to play it.
but you got 4
You
dudes.
have to teach me how to play basketball. That's a big difference in me going into my second year, and you have to teach me how to play basketball.
But still.
I didn't have that learning curve.
But it's 4 fast dudes on the break. So for the most part, think about it at that time. J. Kidd's pushing, he's one of the fastest in the league, and he's probably the fastest 4-man. Kerry Kittles is one of the fastest 2, then you got RJ.
No,
So
but
it's
RJ coming off the bench at the time.
So you're talking about a track meet.
you
They
got-
track
That's
meeting the
what
shit
I'm
out of
saying.
people.
Why
You got
do
J.
Marbury
Kidd,
do-
Kerry.
Marbury cold as hell.
He is absolutely, but
himself.
it didn't fit us.
Yo, who
He didn't fit
in the
them.
East?
Right? He didn't like fast pass first point guard, right?
Did y'all make the playoffs with him?
No.
Rookie,
Marbury.
no, we won 26 games.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but it's
We
the
doubled
team.
our win total the next year.
Is it the team or is it?
It's the player for that team, just like Marbury. Marbury is over in Phoenix. He leaves. All they bring in was
Another passer for
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
They went from 29 games to 65.
So everywhere Marbury left,
What's the
they got
player?
better. Basically, what y'all telling me.
Yeah.
Steve Nash come in, they make
No.
it fun.
I mean-
I'm not talking about Marbury like that, but y'all just
No,
saying. he's just
But think about the. But think about
I hear
the
what you're
style.
saying. No, I hear what you're saying.
Like think about he ain't the fast the pass first type of guy. So now you're talking about Amari. Now he's throwing the ball in Amari. And Amari's posting up. That's not his talent.
But what's-
Right now, Steve Nash is there. Dive. They mesh together. Now everybody who else, Quinn Richardson, Joe Johnson. Now everybody's in their right element because of. See, with Marbury, when he swings it, now you have to do your own work.
So like with us, so Keith guarded the 4 on defense. I guarded the 3 on defense. Like my rookie year. My second year, my second year. Like I guarded the 3s because Keith was better offensively at the time than I was. I'm going to my second year, right? So we had a formula, right? So J. Kidd, Kerry, me, Keith, 3-4, 4-3, however you want to do it, and whatever 5 you want to throw out there.
You had twin?
He didn't start right away, but you had him, we had Jason Collins, we had Twin, we had Aaron Williams.
Aaron Williams.
We had Todd McCullough. We had, at one point, we had Zoe. We had Dikembe, God rest his soul. So we was trying different 5s because we...
Which one made sense? Was it twin?
If Jason Collins was taller, maybe, but it was... if Twin was taller, but We just did all that shit for Shaq. So y'all knew it. Like,
Yeah.
There was nothing else that we could do. Like we was like the East was, we had no problem in the East. Like even when Detroit getting Sheed, we right there. Like we right there. So it was just getting over the hump and then worried about the finals. So, but no, it's just Steph played different.
But then
I'm saying than J Kidd, right? So it allowed me to become me and be able to use my athleticism, Steph, to always have to play in the half court.
So, like I said, is he that much better?
At what he do, yes.
At what he do.
Absolutely. He's a better defender, he's a better passer. Steph is a better scorer.
Score, yeah. It was just
Like Steph scored 41 in 29 minutes, so I'm
the team.
more athletic at times, more can jump, but it just
Okay, now here's another scenario where it's two different. So you remember White Chocolate for Sacramento, right? Pass first type of guy. They got better when they got Bibby, who's basically just a shooter.
No.
Was it just Bibby they got, or did they get somebody else?
Maybe a pass first.
but they got
no.
More under control
No,
than White
but what I'm saying is
Chocolate.
one is sitting here, one is just half court, take great quality shots.
that's what I was saying,
and that's
more
what
under
they needed
control,
at that moment in time. So they elevated on switching out the pass first, because at that point they didn't need another pass when they got Weber, they got Vlade.
Yeah.
Now we just need people who can just hit shots under control.
You're elevating from a lottery #1 pick to the finals. That's a big jump for one player. That's a big jump on both teams, though. Even
that's why J Kidd should have got MVP.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how they gave Nash the MVP.
That's why J
That
Kidd
big ass
should have got
jump.
MVP. And they held that off the floor
That's
shit.
what I'm saying.
And they held that off the floor shit against that man.
In 1
Yeah,
year,
who's the worst #1 pick to you? You being the #1 pick, who's the worst '1 pick ever?
damn, that's crazy.
Oh, wow.
All right.
No,
I can't answer that right now.
Unnecessary.
Because I'm in the process of something.
Brandon, there are things in motion that are bigger.
Yeah.
We're in the underdog.
Got a bucket?
Huh?
You got a bucket?
Oh no, it's 6-2. We winning.
Oh,
You gotta celebrate early, man.
Time out.
I thought baby girl got a bucket.
Right.
But I'm not at liberty to answer that.
Yeah, brother, we don't bash people.
Yeah, we elevate.
the brothers up.
saying?
I just
We
asked the
elevate.
question, bro. I just asked the question. We talking. I mean,
We are, but I just.
You said
I'm
they
not
got
at
better
liberty-
without Steph?
I'm not at liberty to
I'm
answer
just
that.
saying, I'm trying to see the process of
So we elevate.
elevating my
I'm not-
life. So
Yeah, I'm not at liberty to. Got things in motion, brother, that don't allow me to
Well,
engage in those kind of conversations at the particular
That
moment.
negativity you trying to bring.
brother,
I just
P,
asked
you
that-
said
You
I just-
trying to spew on this couch. I dare you.
you say we elevate. Let's talk a little bit about elevation. This weekend, the Raptors honored the Vinsanity era by making Hall of Famer Vince Carter the first player in franchise history to have his jersey retired. So Carter was emotional during the nearly half-hour ceremony with his family, teammates, and a sold-out crowd in the Scotiabank Arena watching on, and gave us this great memeable moment.
look like Pastor
like a
Keon.
preacher right there.
Got to see it,
Like
obviously.
Pastor Keon.
Beautiful moment. Should have been the highlight of the evening. Unfortunately, the Kings were in town, and the moment was overshadowed by the return of another Raptors great in DeMar DeRozan, who is currently in the midst of a beef with Drake over his support of fellow Compton native Kendrick Lamar. So DeRozan made an appearance in the Not Like Us music video and hopped on stage during the pop-out on Juneteenth as Kendrick played Not Like Us several times in a row. Westbrook also on stage, representing for the city.
Got beef out there.
So Drake sat courtside with OVO's head of security, Chubbs, and both men could be seen mugging DeMar throughout the game, looking very emotional. So after the Raptors' overtime win, cameras caught Drake mouthing "F out of here, pussy," as DeMar and the Kings walked off the court. It is believed that he was directing that towards DeMar. Also giving him thumbs down.
Wow.
See, but my thing is,
They trolling.
and why DeMar didn't do it back? And like, what you gonna do during the game? Nothing.
Nothing.
Focus
So
on
therefore,
being-
fuck you too, pussy.
So,
Like,
so Drake joined the Raptors broadcast crew during the
you gonna
game.
do nothing.
Drake joined the Raptors broadcast crew during the game, offered these unprompted thoughts about the potential of DeRozan getting his jersey retired by the Raptors down the road.
Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. That's the answer to your question. Is that what you're going to ask?
Is that what you're gonna ask?
You ever put a DeMar jersey up there, I would go down there and rip it down myself. So after the game, DeMar had this response.
Tonight's broadcast, Drake said, if you ever put up the Rosen banner up, I'll go up there and put it down myself. What's your reaction to that?
Well, he gonna have a long way to climb to take it down. So tell him good luck.
So DeMar also posted a clip on his IG story, the legendary scene for Friday, with Smokey saying, "Man, I got mind control over Debo." He'd be like, "Shut the F up," and I'd be quiet. But when he leaves, I'd be talking again. Obviously, DeMar nicknamed Debo. I'm sure he was referencing Drake and that. But what's your guys' reaction to Drake and DeMar beefing during Vince Carter's jersey retirement ceremony? Brother, people are going to start with you because, you know, as black men, they got to be bigger than that. Pay respect to Vince.
Man, see, on days like this, brother, I wish we all could get along. But in the essence of what's going on, I wish DeMar would have said something to Drake out on the court. You know, I think trolling is good, you know, at times, but that's not DeMar character, you feel me? He's more of a, you know, non-confrontational brother. But sometimes you gotta say, Drake, fuck you. You feel me? By any means necessary.
Obviously, DeMar went to USC. You went to USC, obviously known.
And he will get his jersey retired.
For avoiding smoke.
DeMar will get his jersey retired. I feel like, for real, he got 20-something thousand points, not too far behind Steph in points. Only thing he's missing is rings.
Is he behind Steph or he's in front of Steph, right?
Behind. By like 80 points.
Steph caught him?
Yeah.
So
play more games.
Let's move it over this side of the couch quickly. Mr. B, our LA representative, spent a lot of time in the Compton area. Gardena as well, shout out Raleigh Park. What's your reaction to Drake and DeMar beefing during Vince Carter's jersey retirement ceremony?
Shout out to Vince Carter for getting his jersey retired. I mean, he is like the staple of Toronto. I think the slam dunk contest was, everybody know that was like insane.
Also brought bottle service to Toronto for those who didn't know. They did previously did not have bottle service.
No
Vince
way.
Carter said we need bottles at the club. You could just have a section with a table with a bottle.
What were they drinking before? Shots and beer?
Whatever Canadians drink.
I mean, it was in Toronto, so it's not
I don't know.
America. They don't know.
Very Canadian. Okay.
That's kind of hard, though.
Molson's ice, I don't know.
I don't think nothing of it though. They just trolling.
Yeah, I'm with the same.
It's like whatever.
It ain't. A beef got to be both ways, right? Both got to be beef.
Yeah, it looked like it's
DeMar didn't say anything on the court is really not a beef, you know. But if you know Drake's personality, he's gonna troll whoever.
Yeah.
Right. So you know what he did on the court. He went there for a reason. He's not there for Vince Carter's retirement. He's there for DeMar just to fuck with him. Right. So I look at it as all just trolling.
I bet you he'll be there at DeMar's night.
Oh no, of course he's gonna. Of course he's gonna be.
He'll be there for DeMar's night when he
Of
gets
course he's
his
gonna be there. But I mean, it was a great. I mean, you know, I know Vince Carter. You know, legacy is sealed. He got the recognition that he needed. He really made Toronto popular, especially from, you know, worldwide, from just, you know, NBA players that, you know, him playing there, him embracing it, him winning a dunk contest. Shit, he had his Toronto weekends. Heard that was popping.
Shit, Eastern Conference Finals.
Right. So,
Service.
you know, he is Toronto, no matter how you look at it. Right. You know, there's only a few people in Toronto themselves that's made it out that's bigger than him. Right. Obviously, you know, Drake, Justin Bieber. Right. If he's from Toronto, is he from Toronto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's it.
No,
you know
the
what
weekend.
I mean?
The weekend.
The weekend. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's Vince.
Kawhi.
Nah.
Kawhi.
Nah, he ain't bigger than Vince.
Kawhi's a legend. Kawhi's a legend for coming in.
No, he won him a championship, but he's not. He doesn't have Vince.
He's not bigger than Vince.
He's not bigger than Vince.
Kawhi pulled up, low man, got a
the
chip,
jersey, but
and dip.
it's gangster though.
Yeah.
When he came in there, I'm gonna win y'all some shit and I'm out.
Yeah,
he put
he
one of those.
gangster.
They didn't even get to really embrace Kawhi like
Do
that.
they retire his jersey?
No.
Yeah.
For bringing you your first championship?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, you do.
That's crazy.
Yes, you do.
That's crazy.
You didn't bring it. I mean,
What you didn't bring it?
Kyle Lowry, everybody, they're all there. We're all part of it.
That's fine, but
Who's the Finals MVP? Yeah.
Cool, but what I'm saying,
what you mean cool? That it ain't nothing cool.
Does he have-
what I'm saying, does he even have 1,000 points?
Yes.
Yes.
Ever?
No, for Toronto.
I don't need 1,000 points. I did it in 82 games.
Yep.
I did it in 82 games.
Kept Braves fast. So
Game winner.
you talked about Steph versus DeMar.
Biggest shot in Toronto's history ever.
Man.
DeMar has 11 more career points.
Philly.
Oh, Philly,
In the corner.
that's the biggest shot ever in Toronto's history.
DeMar has 11 more points than Steph, just throwing it out there. But
He has what?
11 more points than Steph.
Okay.
Steph on high end.
Call him.
It'll flip-flop, I think, for most of this season, just depending on who's going to play. What's the score now, Gil?
It's 8-9 y'all, but my daughter got 2 shots up already.
Hey, that's all we need. Good job. How many assists?
0.
Yes. That's what I was hoping for.
0.
Not passing for nothing. But Kenyon, what do you think about Drake me-mugging DeMar, going on the broadcast, talking reckless, Adam saying F out of here, P word, amongst other things?
Just being Drake, being emotional R&B dude.
Damn.
R&B, so not hip-hop, R&B? A little bit of both? All right.
But how do you feel
Pop.
if you Drake, though?
Pop.
How do you feel if you Drake? Like, DeMar used
That
to
man
hang with Drake
separated,
all
but
the
that
time.
man, but he's from where he's from, though.
You know, when
Right.
the beef happened, you say, fuck you.
But DeMar's where he's from, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's
But do
better.
you even join in?
Yeah, because listen, he don't ever have to go back to Toronto except for the play. He's from here,
Yeah.
From Compton.
from Compton. So
I'm 10.
that's deeper than
is.
rap.
But do you even join in, though?
Yeah.
If you, like, cool with that person?
Yeah, because
Cool.
he
You
put you in.
You was in
he
Toronto.
put you in a song.
You was in Toronto for a while, and Drake put
Your whole
up
career.
songs. They
Your whole
did
career.
So
all kind
I
of
think DeMar hit Drake after he found out he got traded. They shared an emotional moment
Yeah.
with the end of his Raptors.
I just don't like when basketball players get in the middle of rap beef.
But
He didn't get in the middle of it.
It is. It kind of.
is in the middle.
You kind of is in.
How?
They're making
All
them.
this.
They're making it. They're making
It
them
was
be in the
forced.
middle.
It was one of those forced.
Yeah.
Like,
How's it?
I put you in it.
I'm glad
Because I'm
D-Rose
putting your
came
name,
home.
you're putting me in it.
glad
Like,
you
you know what I
put
mean?
me
I
in
didn't,
it,
like I'm sitting there listening to it in the morning like,
But
Yeah.
you put me in it at the same time I went to the concert and was dancing to the songs.
Yeah, on
In the
stage,
video.
In the video.
all up in the video.
up in the
but
video.
dancing. But as others have pointed out, LeBron and the Lakers were also in Toronto recently. LeBron was also at the pop-out. Showing his allegiance, LeBron and Drake had a great relationship
He
prior
wasn't
to
on
this,
stage, though.
but was in the crowd singing all the words.
Wasn't on stage, though. It's a difference.
Had Toronto ever beat LeBron?
Also known as LeBronto.
So
King.
therefore,
Oh, he ain't gonna say nothing, bro. He ain't gonna say nothing.
he out there spanking ass.
Still, right?
Lakers obviously got the dub. Bronny played
Yeah,
solid 7-8 seconds. Made his appearance to appease the Toronto crowd.
It is, yeah, it is.
Well, let's move. Nick, you already answered this, but I want to get the rest of the couch opinion. DeRozan selected 9th overall by the Raptors 2009 draft. Spent his first 9 seasons in LeBronto. 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA selection during his time as a Raptor. Holds several franchise records, including most games, points, field goals. And obviously, like I mentioned, was blindsided after the team decided to trade him for Kawhi in the summer of 2019. Will the Raptors retire DeMar DeRozan's jersey?
Yes.
Yes.
The thing is, does he want it?
For sure.
Of course.
Okay, I'm just asking. I mean,
You wouldn't want it?
That trade was 2018, forgive me.
It's not like
it's not
He
even that.
asked-
It's just the way
It's
I
like
left.
he asked to leave.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, that's the point. And then the way y'all kind of did me was kind of like,
Yeah, so therefore, it's,
Man,
I don't know. I don't know. My emotions is a little.
was a little,
I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, you know what? No. You know what? Yeah, I'll take it because the fans will want me to be there.
I'm gonna take it because it's my legacy. I'm not gonna fuck up my. You know what I mean? It's my legacy. This is what I did here, right? So I'm not gonna use my ego. Like, nah, don't put my jersey. No, I earned all that. Give me my shit.
Man. And for me,
I can say fuck you after I leave.
right?
I mean, that's fine.
I feel like it was
but
perfect
you're
timing
going to
too
still be
for
remembered
Kawhi
for
when
what
he went
happened.
there. It was like perfect timing for Kawhi. KD get hurt.
Yeah.
It was
They're not winning if KD not hurt.
LeBron.
Of course, no. It was
leads
just
the
a
Eastern
perfect
Conference.
timing
It was
because
perfect
Does that
timing.
shot go in the corner
who?
for them to get past Philly if Kawhi's not?
No, I'm just saying
They
it was
used to smoke.
it was a perfect-
Until they run into LeBron.
no. That's what I said. It was a perfect timing because the only thing that stopped them from going further was LeBron James. They lost the.
Do they beat Milwaukee?
They lost.
Yeah.
Do they beat Milwaukee? They were losing. They were down
Yes.
to Milwaukee.
Who?
Toronto
was down, and then Kawhi Leonard tapped in, and then flipped
But
that.
No,
switch.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
if you look at the last couple years, Toronto was the best.
No,
team.
we get that. We
What I'm
get
saying
that.
is they was the best team in the East. They were one. No, they were 1, 2, 1, 1. They were in front of.
I get where you're at.
So
but
they lost
in reality.
So they
in reality,
lost to LeBron. Like, so if LeBron's not there,
Okay.
those years, Toronto would have probably been in a championship against Golden State Warriors.
For sure. Okay,
So what happens is you just remove DeMar and put Kawhi in there.
And then Bron
Their
goes
team,
to the West.
no matter what, because LeBron's gone, Toronto is favorite.
Do they
From the East.
get past Milwaukee? And that's
Why wouldn't they?
They were down 3-1. They was not going to get past
Who was
Milwaukee.
down 3-1?
2-0, 2-0.
2-0. They was down 2-0 to Milwaukee. Toronto was.
But they probably would've never been
You
in
think
that
with DeMar
situation.
they was going to beat Milwaukee? Did you see Kawhi Leonard tapping in?
But
What
they,
I'm saying is,
DeMar
who
would
said-
have never been in that situation.
What I'm saying
They would
is-
never been there.
No, they would have been up 2-0.
Yeah.
They've been winning.
They would not have been beating
They
Milwaukee.
did. What happened to
And then they definitely wouldn't have beat the Sixers.
They beat them all them other years. What was
I
stopping?
know what was stopping them. Like
Okay, all right. I don't think they're running it back like that again.
who wasn't running it back?
I don't think Toronto's
Why do you
running
think it was
back that
easy
game.
for him? Because the team was already good. They were one. They were one a year before.
I just don't think so.
I'm just saying they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals every year and lost. to
No,
LeBron.
that's fine. No, for sure. I don't know.
So what would change? You can't say they would change.
I mean, just look how the playoffs went. Look how it went. Does that shot go in?
There wouldn't be no shot.
That's why they wouldn't even be there. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
None of this shit would happen.
You're talking about a shot.
They're not even getting past Milwaukee. What are you talking? They're not beating Milwaukee that year. That's why. They're not beating Milwaukee that year. That's why.
Why not?
That's
They beat
fucking why.
them the year
Giannis was
before.
running that shit.
They beat them the
Crazy.
year before.
They beat them the year before.
Get the fuck out of
What
here, man.
changes
Get the
in the
fuck
year?
out
You
of here,
got to
man.
say-
Get the-
Mr. B here early.
It's a different year. It's a new
Mr. B
year.
is here.
People get better, right? Players get better.
So
they go.
Who got the MVP that year?
They get weaker,
Every year the league get better, right?
brother.
56,
Right? Every year the
so
league get better, right?
56 wins, they lose to LeBron. 51 wins, they lose to LeBron. 59 wins, they lose to LeBron. So the year before he got there, they won 59 games.
Damn.
Then you add Kawhi, you win 58 games. So what if the team stayed together the whole time? Now LeBron's
It's
gone.
different when you're in the playoffs. It's a different
what
type
I'm
of
saying-
dog when you're in the playoffs.
Who did they lose?
It's a different
only
type of
lost-
dog.
They only lost
It's
to
a different type of
LeBron.
dog. It's a
only
different
lost
type of
to
dog.
LeBron.
So what I'm
It's
saying,
a different type of dog.
So what I'm saying is,
they would have lost.
They wouldn't have been no Milwaukee
they would-
Bucks. It would have been LeBron.
They would have beat LeBron if they
No,
had
they
Kawhi
wouldn't
Leonard.
have.
Before that.
What team?
They would have beat LeBron.
You
Yes, they
don't
would have.
think dog.
LeBron is scared. LeBron did not want to see Kawhi Leonard in no damn finals. Stop that.
what?
Stop that. We saw that with the Spurs. 23-year-olds coming up in there in the finals.
Had to
Quit
cut-
that shit,
How much
man.
he had? How
Cut
much
the
he had?
Quit that shit, man. Y'all better be glad Kawhi
13.
Leonard wasn't in the East.
I know I'm talking about how much LeBron averaged on Kawhi in that series.
Man, you better be glad Kawhi Leonard wasn't in the
20,
East during that time.
28, 50% from the field, 53% from the
I
three.
got Kawhi Leonard fucked up, man. Come on. Y'all better be glad Kawhi Leonard wasn't on that team in the East back then when they was making that
They
run.
won 59 games.
Listen,
the
they
year
would.
before.
Listen, I know they would have won it.
What I'm saying is
before
they
that,
won-
would have been up there having two.
What I'm saying is they won 59
I got
games.
Kawhi. Stop.
Like you're
I get it.
not going to. You're
I'm
not going
talking
to
about
somebody.
the playoffs, though. I get what you do in the regular for 82 games. When it comes to the playoffs, it's a different type of dog.
They won though in the playoffs.
They lost.
They didn't win it all. They didn't win it all.
They lost to the same
They
person.
lost to
And that person.
Wasn't there when Kawhi got there.
Okay, and if
That's
Kawhi
what
was
I'm
there,
saying.
okay, take the Rosen off them years. They're getting one. Toronto is. They're getting one. They might have two.
All right, man.
Oh, this.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's just me. That's fine.
Stay, brother.
No, you got Kawhi Leonard.
No,
I don't know why
water.
y'all keep fighting Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, we're not, Brandon. We support Kawhi.
I support.
LeBronto is LeBronto
I mean,
for a
shit,
reason.
Kawhi Leonard don't go down. They beat the Warriors if he don't sprain his ankle.
Yeah,
They, come on, man, y'all got. Come on, stop fighting like that. Like he ain't that dude.
when he when
Come on, man. When he sprained his ankle on a side, if he don't go down, they beat
was
the
up
Warriors.
20.
I think that's fair. That is.
So this is my conversation. What I'm saying.
Who? What?
Why? When he was at Spurs, I believe.
Who?
I know.
Yeah.
Who?
Okay, that's cool. You got Tim Duncan. You got a nice
Yeah,
little
you got
group.
a nice young.
Tim Duncan, 38.
But he didn't.
Tim Duncan, 37, 38.
Oh,
Damn
Navy
near
Jake.
can run up and
Hey,
down.
LeBron,
Stop
30,
it.
40.
So we asked the chat, will the Raptors retire DeMar DeRozan's jersey? 80% said yes. Good job, chat. Chat is locked in on this glorious Monday.
Man, 100.
Should have been 100. Yeah.
Well, let's stay in the Eastern Conference. Last week, the NBA fined the Sixers $100,000 for public statements around the health status of all NBA center Joel Embiid. After launching an investigation around comments made about the former MVP's playing status this season, NBA's investigation showed that the Sixers did not violate the player participation policy with Embiid's missed games, but did so with the public comments that did not properly reflect his health issues with his knee. In a statement, the league cited comments made by President of Basketball Ops Daryl Morey and Coach Nick Nurse that were inconsistent with Joel Embiid's health status in violation of NBA rules. Embiid yet to play a game this season, but has been scrimmaging with the team and is expected to make his return to the court soon. But that return may be delayed after an altercation with a reporter Saturday night. So it started when Philadelphia Inquirer reporter Marcus Hayes wrote an article calling out Embiid and made reference to his deceased brother, who Embiid named his son after, saying, quote, Joel Embiid consistently points to the birth of his son Arthur as the major inflection point in his basketball career. He often says that he wants to be great to leave a legacy for the boy named after his little brother who tragically died in an automobile accident when Embiid was in his first year as a 76er. Well, in order to be great at your job, you first have to show up for work. So, yeah, That line, I think, has since been removed from the article. Nonetheless, damage done. Embiid saw it, responded to the comments during media availability this past Friday.
I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision. Had broken fingers. I still came back. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, when I see people saying he doesn't want to play. I've been way too much. I've done way too much, for this city, and putting myself at risk, for people to be saying that. So I do think it's bullshit. Like that dude, he's not here. Marcus, whatever his name is. I've done way too much for this fucking city to be treated like this. So done way too fucking much. But like I said, I wish I was as lucky as other ones, but that doesn't mean that I'm not trying and, I'm not, doing whatever it takes to be out there, which I'm going to be here pretty soon.
So, heard the comments. Marcus was not there, but Saturday after Sixers lost to the Grizzlies, Embiid confronted Hayes in the locker room with reports that Embiid told Hayes, the next time you bring up my dead brother and my son again, you're going to see what I'm going to do to you, and I'm going to have to live with the consequences. There's also reports that Embiid shoved Hayes, and according to Hayes, shortly after the incident, he was escorted to a meeting with Morey and GM Elton Brand where they apologized for the incident and agreed that Embiid's actions were unacceptable. But what do y'all think about this whole situation with Embiid coming out of reports for disrespecting his family?
So he done Will Smith him.
So that's the
Keep my brother's name out your mother, and then got the slapping. That'd have been cool right
So
there.
initial reports were that it was a punch. It was since changed to say that it was a shove, I believe, open-handed to the neck area.
A little choke.
Yeah, that sounds
little,
right.
little African.
That sounded about right, though.
Little African chop. Whoop. Look, cool. Okay.
As Vernon Maxwell said, them big-ass African hands.
He can't help it. He can't help it.
I'm sorry.
You can't help it. You can't help it.
African's strong. That's why.
I know. That's why he couldn't grab him with his little, with his claws.
With his claws.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah,
His
it was cool.
His
man.
regular hands.
I'm sorry, man. I couldn't help it.
Africans got claws.
Wolverine. No.
That's sick.
But in all sincerity, obviously, NBA is investigating the situation now. Like I said, Embiid was doing 5-on-5 scrimmaging, was hoping to come back.
Yeah, let's go back to Let's go back.
Yes.
None of this would have been a thing had he not played his ass in the Olympics. If Philadelphia 76ers would have stepped in and told him, listen, you're not healthy, let's not even fuck with this right now. Sit down and get healthy for the beginning of the season, be ready for the beginning of the season. If he was ready for the beginning of the season, none of this article wouldn't have been a thing, right? Twofold. This was Friday. The interview he did was Friday.
Yes.
They played Saturday,
They played
right?
Saturday against the Grizzlies.
Why get a motherfucking dude a media pass?
He was in the locker room.
Why? 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 Why Philly? So this
You
is
think he was gonna?
yeah. So why put him in that situation? See, this is
Philly's
dog.
messing up anyway.
Huh?
Philly messing up.
They are, but still, like, so Philly, you didn't stop him from playing the Olympics. Should have. Definitely shouldn't have. You should have stepped in. You can step in. You paying him.
I know. I get it.
You paying him. So therefore, people say, oh, they didn't have no say so. You had some say so. You did. It's either this or this. Give them an ultimatum at this particular point. we're trying to win around here. Should have sat his ass down this summer. I'm a firm believer in that. And why you get to do the media pass? Why? They pull people media pass for less. You pulled it for less. He had already made a statement and called the man by name.
By name, Marcus, whatever his name is.
Joel called him by name on Friday. You turn around and not revoke his media pass the very next day? Come on, man. We got to do better, dog. Like, you put him in a situation for this to happen.
Embiid, I think, is...
And why you go apologize? You shouldn't have to apologize to the man because he shouldn't have been there in the first place. Well, Joel needs to control himself. No, he don't.
No, he don't.
The dude shouldn't have been there. He was already upset about it before the game even started. So him seeing him is only going to trigger that emotion even more.
He was waiting for him.
Waiting for him. I'm going to go to work today. I wish that motherfucker would be here.
For sure.
I'm looking for him.
Yeah.
So, Philly,
Philly messing up. And they don't, I know he, like, even with the, I'm not playing back-to-backs, it's like they leaving him out to dry. The media taking shots at him. I know he didn't come up with that by himself.
Yeah, no,
even with that. Like, they ain't came out and said nothing.
Hold on, let me did he say I might not play back-to-backs or I'm not?
He said I probably won't play back-to-back.
So probably.
But with the caveat being that he wants to be the healthiest as possible for the postseason.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if he would have came out from the team, everybody would been like, he's definitely not playing back-to-backs, then y'all got this thing to go on. But go ahead, bro. My bad.
Okay. Brother P.
Yeah, you know, for that, I think they leaving him out to dry. Nobody came to his rescue to say they acting like it's just him. I know he ain't just come up with that. And another thing, you bring up, you know, as a person that lost his brother, I know that once you talk about your family, somebody you lost, emotions come.
You know what's so funny? Like, if you look at it just from us looking at it, you'd be like, I mean, he didn't say anything bad, but
it don't matter.
But where his mind is, he's gonna take it.
Everybody take
that end part end part messes up the top part, right? That end part is first you got to come to work in shape. That right there, all that shit got scrambled, right? Like, I'm not gonna take accountability for this bottom part. God damn it, you said this. And this is what we're gonna address, right? And that's where that's from.
Yeah.
But is he lying?
Do you take issue? But do you take issue with him bringing up his deceased brother, his son?
Just leave it alone.
He's lying, though.
It's too much.
You can write your story without mentioning his son or his brother.
Yeah, but article had legitimate gripes in it, but I think that part.
You can leave it out.
And like Nick, you mentioned,
bad journalism.
you lost a brother. I've lost a brother before. Like
he wanted to.
You can say, I mean, there was a way.
He wanted to.
Trying to sound cute, trying to get a little too cute with the words.
As I said, it's the end part. Like if you said it in a way where you made statements about family members and you want to leave a great legacy for them. Are you doing that?
It's a different.
Have you been putting yourself in a position where you are leaving a great legacy for them?
But I think even that though,
he didn't left.
So I can look at that and be like, but that right there is a real attack on it for him not to even pay attention to what you're saying, and he just gets to play defense now.
But even if he already left a legacy for his kid.
But did he say? But did he say for everything I've done for the city?
Yeah.
What has he done for the city?
He named it,
bro.
Huh? He named it.
What?
The process.
He named it.
He named it.
What?
Who
I sock it all. I mean, but
what has he done for the city that AI hasn't done?
We don't know. But what I'm saying,
AI used to play through everything.
No, what I'm saying is we don't.
Same way they kicked AI out.
AI get to the finals and
they kicked him out. Same thing they're gonna do with him.
No. But my thing is, what have you done? You ain't done nothing for Philly like AI.
I don't know.
Like AI played through everything.
He did too.
Huh?
He do too.
We don't know.
Have AI ever played with half face?
What I'm saying is,
his face.
Come on, man. He talking about what he's done. He act like he's doing more than AI's done.
You're not going in front of the media.
Why is AI in the question? What are they?
But why does it have to be a comparison, bro?
Because that's how I feel.
But why does it have to be a comparison? Because they don't make it right because you fucking feel that way.
I don't care if it is. I don't care if it's right.
So why mention it then? So why bring it up?
It's my fucking opinion.
Yes. So your opinion is fucking don't compare.
I don't care. That's my opinion.
AI did what he did. He do what he do.
and go
doing.
play. Suck it up and
He
go play.
has.
AI sucked it up and
He-
went to
okay.
in the finals 4-1, but I still fucking did it.
But
Go
nobody
fucking do it.
but
Stop
nobody-
being a big bitch.
So he
Go
didn't ask you in the
Go
playoffs?
do it. Go do it.
He didn't.
We are crashing y'all early.
He didn't
We
play
are
on one
crashing
leg.
y'all.
He's the one talking about.
He didn't play on
what
one
do you
leg
do for
last
the
year?
city? What do you do for the city?
He
Nothing.
didn't play on one leg last
Nothing.
playoffs.
What do you do for the city? Nothing. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
But he didn't.
Sit your ass. Well,
But he
Stop
didn't.
complaining then. Stop
But
complaining.
he didn't.
Stop complaining. We don't care.
But he did.
Should have said that.
So was you bitches so motherfucker complain about when you got hurt to a motherfucker that you couldn't perform the way you could? Was that bad? Was motherfuckers on your ass for no reason?
No, they wasn't.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Sit your ass down then.
I wasn't though.
Well, exactly.
Okay.
I don't care.
Exactly. Don't put him in that category
I did
then.
though, but I did.
Well, you in the same
But
fucking
I did.
category then.
I did sit my ass down.
You in the same
I did sit my ass
category.
down.
You know you
I
did.
did
You
sit my
kept
ass
trying to
down.
play.
Okay, Philly's
You
done.
kept
It
trying
doesn't
to
matter.
play.
He can go.
You
Philly's
kept
done.
trying to play.
Don't matter.
Don't throw stones in no fucking glass house, dude.
So-
I can do whatever the fuck I want, bro. He ain't AI, so don't talk about whatever what you do. Don't. I am.
You
And I am. And I am. And I'm standing on it. And I'm standing on it.
Standing on it, there's nothing to fucking stand
I'm
on.
standing on it. You ain't AI.
There's
So don't
nothing
talk
to
about what you
fucking
did
stand
for Philly.
on.
You ain't do shit for
There's
Philly.
nothing to stand
You ain't
on.
do shit for Philly.
Brandon,
There's
Acting like
nothing
you
to
ain't-
fucking,
you
I don't
ain't
give a fuck
AI.
what you say, there's
You ain't
nothing to
AI.
stand
You
on.
ain't AI.
Brandon,
There's nothing to fucking stand on.
seven straight playoff appearances. Obviously, they have not advanced past second round. MVP, All NBAs.
That's right.
I'm just saying, like he's brought some joy back to the city.
But
the fact
what
that
I'm saying is, we don't know what he. The problem is, we don't know what he's doing for the city. Right? So you don't know what he's doing for the city. You don't know what he's doing for the organization.
What is he doing?
We don't know. That's between him and
do
Do
shit.
you know?
I saw a 6 foot go in there and do what he do.
You
What he
matter.
got.
You want him to
You
show
got way
the
more than what
Gilbert
AI had.
half your
It don't-
face.
Way more than. Come on, man.
But that's what I'm saying.
AI out
We don't
there.
know
So
what's
Why
going
is
on
it a
behind.
comparison?
Because it is. I made it a comparison.
Why? But just, it don't make
That's
it
what
right.
I wanted to do.
Just because you said it make it right.
Well, just like.
Just because you said it make it right.
So what? Yeah.
Just because you said it make it right.
For me, it do.
Well, for you, it do. And you the only one that thinks that fucking way.
Like,
Fuck out.
like when I signed my 111, right? And people say that's a bad deal. You don't know what I did for this organization. You don't know what I did for this owner, right? What I did for this owner to earn that you can't question it. You looking at stats. Not, I'm walking up every day to this man. Right, I'm walking up every day saying hello, asking him. What I'm saying is the body of work is what you see. How about the body of work when there's no court? What I'm saying is you don't know what he's doing with the owner. You don't know what he's doing in the city itself. That's the problem.
So to have a
right. So when I signed my 111, what I'm saying is when I signed my 111, the owner for what I did, this is you. There's no question.
Okay.
Everybody else question because I'm not playing.
I don't want to hear all that. I'm just talking about what you do. Is you gonna
But
play
you
or
don't know
not?
what he- but
Are you
what
gonna play or
I'm-
not?
you don't know
We
what
didn't have
he's
to thank
done.
AI for all this.
They-
AI didn't have to do all this.
Did they hesitate when they?
AI didn't have to do all
What I'm
this.
saying is, did they hesitate when they gave him that money?
AI went to the mother. AI had a infamous press conference and people was fucking questioning him.
That's fine. But my play, though.
Right.
We in the
Didn't
finals,
he?
though. The whole time y'all
Wasn't they
talking about
question-
practice.
didn't they
We went
question
to the
him at the
finals, though.
time?
We
They
went to the
questioned
finals,
him at the
They
time.
questioned him at the time.
And we went to
Local
the
media.
finals. MVP and
Local
finals.
media did the
MVP
same
and the
fucking
finals.
thing.
They did the same
MVP
thing.
and the
Local
finals.
media did the same fucking thing to
MVP in the
Chuck.
finals. MVP in the
What I'm
finals.
saying is,
Who got
but they
MVP of the
With
finals?
all that noise being behind him, MVP in the finals.
they
I'm still
questioned-
here.
But what I'm saying is,
What you gonna say about me? I'm still here.
So he has a
questioned it, though.
finals appearance.
Finals and
So that's the only
and
thing
I'm
at
still
this
here.
And they
point.
questioned him.
So that's the only thing at this point.
It ain't me.
So let me ask you this. At this point, that's the only thing that Joel Embiid has over Allen Iverson at this point in his career is a finals appearance.
Get there.
That's it.
Get there.
But what I'm saying is, they
He
questioned
has
him.
time. His
And all
career
he
ain't
did was
over
run.
yet.
All he did was run into the
His
second.
career ain't over yet.
Get
His
there.
career ain't over yet.
Well, get there. Get there in the Philly
But
jersey.
what I'm saying is, they
I'm a
questioned
Chuck
the
fan.
AI.
I love AI to death.
And he said, what are we sitting here? We talking about practice?
Yeah.
We ain't talking about that's
And that's
where
the
that come
local
from.
media.
Because they're questioning
Local media
they're
questioning
him.
him.
And he's like, I went. And he's like,
I answered the question. MVP, and I went to the finals.
He didn't not that year. What are you
Yes,
talking
he
about?
did. It's the same
It wasn't
year.
that year. No, it
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
No, it was
No,
not.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
That wasn't even close.
When they were trying to trade him,
Brandon said it, y'all. It's
they was
right.
going to trade him. They was going to trade him because
That wasn't it.
Y'all, that's right.
they was going to trade him in the beginning of the year. They was trying to get
No,
rid
that
of
wasn't the
Y'all better
same
go.
year.
All right. They was trying to
Brandon
get.
said it, it's right,
They was
y'all.
trying to get rid of AI that whole year at the beginning.
So
No,
let's
that's not that
shift
deep.
this back to the subject at hand.
You're not
Joel
going to the
Embiid.
Gills Arena if you got half a face to get on camera. He went on live TV play with one eye, the half face hanging.
Bell's palsy.
You playing like that?
How was AI?
Are you even showing up right
How was
here?
AI playing?
What does it got to do with
What,
it?
AI playing?
Did AI have a half face?
How was AI playing?
Then he have a half
How was
face.
AI playing?
But what I'm saying is, why does
everything was broke on him?
But why does but what I'm saying is, what does it have to do with
Everything was broke on this nigga. Everything was broke on AI.
He playing with half a face.
Another face.
Oh my lord.
Man.
But so I mean, we got
cracking jokes on him. His one eye hanging there, and he's still out there with one eye hanging. Just dragging that motherfucker, and we just dragging the eye along, and we still talking about it. That's crazy, man.
Brother P, you bring up a point, but Kenyon, I want to go back to something you said. So now Embiid doesn't play in the Olympics. We had mixed feelings on this couch. I think some people thought, obviously, he should just chill, rest up, get ready for the season. Others talked about the importance of winning the gold medal. But he doesn't play in that Olympics in the same situation goes on. Does he have a little bit more leeway?
Let's do the math, right? Simple math in this situation. They lost in May. The season was over in May, right? So you had the rest of May, right?
AI ain't got a gold medal.
Got you. Yeah. So the rest of May, right? June, July, August, September, October.
Yep.
He has 6 months, 5.5 months.
To get right.
To get right. With no wear and tear of playing any serious basketball. So to the lead up to the Olympics, he had to do something to be in some kind of shape to get ready to play for that. That's wear and tear on the limbs, knees that he has a problem with. That was at the end of last season. I'm assuming that's what he's missing time with now.
Yeah.
Right? He had 5.5 months. That's a lot of time to rehab and strengthen what you need to get ready for the season. Know how I know? Because I've done it. We lost in May. I spent the summer getting right. I needed to strengthen. I needed to do this. I didn't wear and tear. I didn't go play and pick up basketball. I didn't work out here. I did what I needed to do to get ready for the next season. Because that's who's paying me and that's what was important. I'm trying to win here. All the other shit during the summer don't matter. Me being healthy for the next season, what matters.
Yeah.
I think the Philadelphia 76ers, I'm going to stand on this. They should have stepped in and be like, that's not, I understand. You want to gold medal, we get it. But right now is not the time for that. This is not the year or the summer for you for that.
Yeah.
It's just not.
My question is this.
My
Did
bad, bro.
something happen after the Olympics that we don't know about?
He wasn't healthy going into it, Gil.
But he was healthy enough to play against the Olympics.
But he was not. Did he look, Gil?
Yeah, but that's light work.
Gil, but did he look, Gil, you watched the games.
Come on, I'm out.
Did he look like Joel Embiid?
Let me just be honest with you, Kenyon. All I seen was gold medal.
No, but that's not a conversation. Let's have a real conversation.
So, you know what I mean?
But it's easy.
I was just.
hide too in the
It's easy to, but he looked bad while trying to hide.
He looked. I know. I wasn't.
He wasn't dominant. He wasn't the Joel that started. He wasn't that Joel Embiid that started the NBA season last year.
No.
He was nowhere near that. Is what I'm saying.
No, he was like. Look,
Right?
I know, but
he wasn't there at the end of the season.
He wasn't healthy. That's my point.
So who's to say he's gonna be healthy regardless?
You got 5.5 months to rehab, Nick.
yeah, I'm trying. Yeah.
With no wear and tear.
That's a
But he
long time.
probably
That's a long
trying
time.
something different. Like he probably rest all.
So what I'm saying is,
He probably trying something
This
different.
is somebody that came back from. You can't bend your knee now.
Yeah.
He can't bend his knee now because y'all didn't do the proper rehab. I did the proper rehab.
I never had
I
knee
took
surgery.
time off.
I just got it because I'm old, man. I've been playing too much trying to get buckets. I'm MVP.
My bad.
I'm MVP in my dog league.
no, what I'm asking is this. He lost from Olympics to training camp, right? He looked like he lost about, what, 25 pounds?
There are reports he lost 25 to 30 pounds.
What I'm saying is, do you think he hurt himself during losing his weight?
Could have been. Yes.
So I'm saying, what was he doing to lose the 25 pounds? He probably aggravated or twisted. That's what I'm asking.
Aggravated the same thing.
There's no way that how he finished the Olympics to now, he wouldn't be doing anything. So it had to be after the Olympics where he was trying to get ready for the season,
And
where he
re-injured
re-injured the same knee.
Gil, you said you saw the Sixers in Bahamas, right?
He looked good.
They were doing their workouts in preparation.
I seen him at the pool.
Okay, well.
He looked good at the pool. And at the dice table. So
how was his form rolling?
The form looked nice.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
looked nice, rolling dice.
Hit the eight. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, ready.
I'm gonna bet with you. Yeah, but I hear you. Yes, something could have happened. Yes, absolutely. But if you took that same approach, you need to lose weight. after the season. I need to get my weight down. I need to rehab. Same thing, but he didn't look good, in my opinion, in the Olympics. And it could have been that after. I need to rev it up to.
Man, I don't know. I mean, he looked good, man. He want us to go, brother.
Right.
But in the moment,
I mean, I feel like if you
He not look good, bro.
Jack, you
He
got
did not look good.
He looked good.
Games,
he look good.
no, that
He looked good.
He look good.
He looked
You
good.
can't
especially
look like you can't
especially
look
at the-
like him when you got all them people.
No, I mean at the end when he had the gold medal, he looked good as fuck. What you
no, we're
talking
talking about them.
I'm looking at the gold medal. I don't see no limping with the
Yeah,
shirt.
I ain't gonna lie.
in the moment, though.
I tried to tell y'all, ain't no Joel Embiid bashing.
Your
Brother.
ass
We
to
want a
feel a lot
gold,
different
and he helped us get past.
If he played for the Los Angeles Lakers, your ass will feel a lot different.
He's not playing if he's. But that's
You will feel a lot fucking
that's a
different if
fact.
you played for the
That's a
Los
fact.
Angeles.
That's a fact. They'd be up here tripping. They'd be
If
up here
let
tripping.
LeBron ass had not been able to start, or Anthony Davis not been able to start the season right now, you'll be able to be like a sad puppy.
They be tripping. They be over here
But
tripping.
all I can judge him off when we needed him.
Put them in the blender. They'd be
Gil,
dead.
proud American. But
Proud American.
In the moment, you pointed out that the Olympics might be good for him just from a conditioning standpoint to be around, playing, being active, playing against high level.
I was lying. I just needed him to be on the team.
Okay, well, we just needed to go.
Do you really think I give a fuck about, was he healthy or not? Just Joel Embiid with us was better than
I don't think we
him
win
playing with the
without
French
Joel.
team. Now imagine if he was with the French team now.
Right.
Oh, we got a problem, right?
Fair. If French teams sit out, French teams sit out, America.
Why don't Joel Embiid just retire?
Whoa.
I mean, he can't play back to back.
Come on, man.
No, I'm asking. I mean, we talk all this
Why
about
does
Kawhi.
people gotta retire?
Yeah, why?
We talk about Kawhi Leonard.
No, we didn't talk about him retiring.
They talk about Kawhi Leonard not being the play. Why we not talking about?
Older.
He can't play back to back. So
Why is
Hey, look, man, we don't know what's going on with these brothers' knees at this point in time. So, man, we can only judge when they get out there, and we can go from there.
it looked like retirement.
So we asked the chat, should Embiid play in the Olympics? 80% said no. Chat
80% said he shouldn't have.
he shouldn't have played in the Olympics.
We not winning. We not
agree
winning
with
without
that.
Embiid.
Everybody agrees with that.
We not winning the Olympics without Embiid.
What the fuck are they think? Yo, that's 80%. Y'all are some. They must have been going. They must have been going for the other ones. What's the
All
name?
y'all living in the moment.
No. Yeah, they must have been going for the. Because nobody talk about them anymore.
If Embiid would have stand around,
South
he would have
Sudan.
came.
South Sudan. There must be
Let me
South
ask y'all
Sudan
a
fans.
question,
Because
right?
ain't no damn way.
If the Philadelphia 76 would have gave this man an ultimatum, dog. I just think in them situations, man, you got to step
ultimatum,
in.
though?
Playing the Olympics, or we null and void this contract, dog.
Gave him a 3-year extension.
Oh, shit, we would pick him up. He gonna get a contract after that.
That's fine. Let it be.
No, I'm rolling. I just want to know what's the choices.
I can tell you this. You talking about voided. Everybody be like, hell yeah, do something stupid.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead and do it.
Go to the state, do something dumb.
Right?
Okay, cool.
Y'all in his DM. That's like.
I mean, but what he's saying is, but what he's saying, we're not gonna have you. So
Good morning, Queen.
Do this, we're done. So
Good morning,
bye then,
Queen.
nigga. They're
Grand Rising.
You laughing? Everybody, you're done though.
Nah, you crazy as hell.
Because you're not getting that money.
Bomber would have been in that motherfucker like Grand Rising.
Okay.
Good morning, Queen.
And then I would have been in a situation like Kawhi Leonard.
Man, y'all.
See, Bomber,
My daughter
same
scored the first
situation.
bucket.
Good job.
What's the score of the game, though, Gil?
Oh, I'm like, what?
What's the score?
Tie game. Tie game, she just hit a 3.
Already.
Yep.
I like that ultimatum.
How many field goals?
people
you
sit
got?
down.
That?
She got 5 attempts off the bench.
Already.
Hell yeah, you make
You
guys
gonna get a bucket.
that need to get healthy. If that's the ultimatum,
I'm playing.
yo, we're gonna void this contract and
Playing with the
go.
Olympics.
Yep.
You're gonna void my contract.
Yeah, so you can.
Now you-
I just won an MVP.
I'll let you walk.
I just won the MVP the year before, and I averaged
That's why you
35
can't be a
attempts.
GM.
And you're gonna
Can't
void
be a
my
GM.
contract.
Because you went
You ain't
out
no
there
good
and
to
now
me.
you're not available now.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
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 What I'm saying is, I won the MVP the year before. I just averaged 35 and 12. I was supposed to win it this year.
Yeah.
And you're gonna you're gonna use that tactic on
me.
Yes.
Yes.
Man,
I'm gonna plan the Olympics and let me see you do it.
Yep. Force your hand.
Okay.
You ain't doing it.
First
You
of all,
ain't voiding my
First of all, you're
contract.
not even available now.
What I'm saying
First
is-
of all, you're not even available.
You're not. What I'm saying is, you're not avoiding my contract.
You're not available.
That is that's a
You're not
dumb threat. That was a dumb threat.
Gil, you're not available, and you're not available
Cool.
now, and you won't be available next year or the next year after.
Cool.
You're not available never.
What I'm saying is, that's a dumb tactic there.
No.
No, it's not.
It's a tactic.
Because if you avoid the contract, you get nothing from me, and I'm gonna walk.
Man.
Now I can walk wherever I want to.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And you telling me I can go to Boston? I can go to Milwaukee.
And you want to sit there with your legacy like that and go play for Boston? Come on, man. Come on, man.
You gave it to me.
No.
You did it.
So what do you think I'm going to do, Philly? I'm going to go to your.
You're not going to do that.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not going to go to Boston and put on a Boston jersey with the player that you're trying to be.
Why not?
You're not.
He ain't
Why
gonna
not?
start. Who gonna take it? Who
He gonna start. Lopez, bring your ass off the bench, Lopez.
gonna start over Embiid?
Now it's me and Giannis. What are you talking about?
That's not gonna work.
That right.
Why wouldn't that work?
He just said.
Why wouldn't that work?
Nasty basketball.
You crazy.
What I'm saying is,
First of all, he's not going to go to Boston. They've been whooping his ass all them years.
what I'm saying,
Why would you go play for him?
Cool.
Nasty.
Why would you go play for him?
We're gonna beat y'all ass.
Hell
We're gonna
y'all
beat
talking
y'all ass
about?
now.
So-
This ain't about me versus it's us versus you now.
So, question for the couch. Obviously, we got the reports of Embiid having an altercation with the Sixers reporter.
That was no altercation.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you what's being reported. How long of a suspension should Embiid expect to receive? From the
Zero.
None at all.
Zero? Zero less
Because
than hero?
if the team's suspending, that's some bullshit because y'all put him in that situation.
Yeah.
Y'all are liable because y'all gave that man a media pass.
But do you expect Adam Silver, the league, to step in and say,
Whoa. If I'm the team, I might want to suspend him, do the Ja suspension, so the league don't step in.
how about
Because if the league step in, that's a real suspension.
I hear you.
I know when he's coming back, so I'm like, oh yeah, Joel Embiid's supposed to be here today, but we're gonna suspend him for a game. You're gonna keep your money, and then he's gonna come back next game. Like I get to control that if that's up in the air.
if you're the Sixers, how about you just suspend him from back to back?
I can't keep that, brother. Hey,
Am I really
can't keep.
What I'm saying is Kenyon.
What you gonna give him? Cash? You gonna give him $600,000?
What I'm saying? No, what I'm saying.
You gonna bring $600,000 in that bitch cash?
What I'm saying is
after taxes.
He think it's China.
No, I'm saying. Do you think Adam Silver's? He ain't checking. He ain't really checking.
Not him.
But what I'm saying,
he doesn't work in payroll.
What I'm saying is, am I really gonna piss you off before the season and actually fine you for it? No.
Yeah, no.
How about they just suspend
Hey,
him?
I'm gonna suspend. We're gonna send it to a charity of your liking. I ain't even give me shit. Come on, man. Let's just get the suspension over so you can play when you're supposed to come back.
Absolutely.
Sixers should suspend him from playing back-to-backs.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You're not playing no back-to-backs.
I should suspend him.
No, it ain't a suspension.
Yeah, I don't think it should be.
The reporter needed a little bit. He needed that. You need to let people know. You need to pop out and show them some time. When you talking about my dead brother, you talking about my son, that's like, so even if your son, you was at the park and the kid was just throwing sand at your son, you'll get mad and be like, man, are you throwing sand at my son one more time, I'm gonna throw sand at your daddy. Shit like that. You talking about my son.
Whoa, you one of those?
Yes, I get mad.
Whoa, y'all are one of them?
Hell yeah.
So my son, wait, hold on. So my son do something to your son, you want to whoop my ass?
Bully my son,
I'm gonna ask you to
come
control
bully
your
you.
son.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how you ask.
I'm gonna say something to you.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to get your child.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say something to you.
What?
You better talk to him. You better talk to him.
And then I'm gonna show your son what he doing.
Cool. You're not gonna. I'm not gonna just
worse.
I'm not gonna inherit an ass whooping.
Hey, you your kid throw sand in my son's face. I'm gonna put your kid face in the sand.
Yeah, that's
And while you doing that, I'm gonna be over here. So
Go have sand burns on his forehead.
I'm gonna be over there.
Wingworm.
Yeah.
Let me put a quick break to this. Quick break to this, because
My son ain't my
He's a product of you.
My son behavior is not gonna
Yes, it
inherit
is.
me an ass whooping
But he's
with
a
a
product-
father that I probably can't whoop.
But he's a product of you, though.
Now, if this was Tom,
Reporters need to know.
if this was Tom and he tried that shit, of course.
Reporters-
But you talking about Kenyon and you talking about, hey man, check your son.
Reporters need to know they can't.
Hey, little fucker, come on, let's go.
I got to call a quick timeout. We got a legend in the building. A special guest making his first visit to the arena. Hip-hop legend who joined forces with the late, great Pimp C to give us UGK. He's also had a successful career as a solo artist with 5 studio albums, several mixtapes, features on some of the most memorable tracks of all time. What's going on, brother? And now he's doing his thing with the iconic Trill Burgers. Mr. Trill OG himself, Bun B. Welcome to Gil's Arena.
No problem. Probably the shortest nigga to be in here. Gotta be the shortest cat to be in the room.
But the most musically gifted. So unnecessary.
No,
Most
but thanks for
musically
having me,
gifted.
though. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you pulling up, man. You know, we're all excited to try Trill Burgers at some point. We heard y'all about to be out here
They should have told me. I would have brought y'all something. They would have been
I asked
cold.
that in the chat.
They would have been cold once I got here.
Hey, dog, we got a microwave.
We got a microwave.
We got a microwave.
I want to try that shit.
No, but we trying to expand this brand, but we're being very careful about scale. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to move too far, too fast. We got opportunities everywhere, but we got to be careful about which ones we take. So we're trying to pick and choose carefully because we don't want to just throw everything everywhere, dilute the brand, and not be able to control the consistency of the quality of the product. So I'm going to take my time.
Okay. That's smart business, man.
Yeah, man. No, I ain't come this far for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, we know you're a hoops fan. You're a Rockets guy, but
Thank you.
we were talking about this whole Joel Embiid situation. Not sure if you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
Him attacking or having an altercation with the Sixers reporter over some comments made. But got to know, do you ever have situations like that in hip hop where a journalist oversteps their bounds, might say something that's reckless or out of pocket, and you got to check them for it?
Every now and then, they few and far between. I don't necessarily have these problems, but yeah, no, some cats can get froggy and jump out there sometime, but they will pick who they want to do those things with, right? Because you got some people that if they in a situation where they got let's say they got a case, right? They got, they on paper right now. They can't really do nothing anyway. That's the perfect time for a journalist to shoot a shot that he normally wouldn't shoot because that person can't really retaliate in that position. But hip hop is a different space. Most of these dudes are street dudes or street affiliated, so they already know. One, ain't no media training, so it's not like they really even know how to interact with the media anyway. So they just a man or a woman talking to another person. You get out of line with some of these people. Like, everybody don't play the same way. I'm sure y'all ran into that situation where everybody don't play the same way. And people names, man, that's how they take care of their family, their career, and all of that. You play with somebody's reputation.
Thank you.
Everybody don't play like that. Everybody's not finna sit here and go back and forth with you. That being said, if that's something you want to do, you can't be doing it on camera in front of everybody. You catch them where you catch them. Y'all know boys be in that parking lot, catch you at the bus or something, Not in a locker room where a room full of people. And that's another thing. If somebody do something to you, in my opinion, in a room full of cameras and everything, then they really not trying to go all the way there most of the time. But it looked like Joe just been dealing with this whole idea of how they talking to him, how they handling him. The press been really getting at him about, like, you just don't want to play. That's the problem. You just don't want to play. And you hear that too many times. At some point, a man might snap. Man, I'm trying to give him an out here.
It's the same. It's the same thing. Yeah, you've been like, you want to play, you're not healthy, you're hearing it. But yeah, like and it's the problem of today. It's just a lot of guys don't know how to log out, right? They don't know how to log out of Twitter. They don't know how to log X.
It's hard.
Log out of
it's Twitter, K. It's hard. It's hard.
They don't know how not to watch Stephen A. They don't know us, right? They don't know how.
But I get it. I used to have a dude that used to talk real crazy, but he talked crazy about everybody. So it wasn't just me. But this was somebody that never went nowhere. Like, this was in the earliest days of the internet. So this was a dude just really at his mama house on the couch typing, talking crazy. You getting all worked up about somebody you probably not gonna even see or run into. That's nothing. But let me ask y'all this: like, is this reporter, this particular person in Joel's case, is this somebody that talk greasy about him all the time, or is this just because the season is starting off the way it is? Because, like, for example, Coach Prime, right? Coach Prime had the dude, the reporter, that just every week had something bad to say about him, something bad to say about the team, something bad to say about his kids. Every week, just perpetually talking down on this man. Is that the situation with Joe, with this particular reporter?
I believe so. For him to know him by name, I don't think it's an isolated incident. Because somebody can write something once, unless you really concentrate on, like, right before you go out. What's the motherfucking name again? Like, okay, I got it then. Or you ask, hey, what's the dude name that wrote it again? You say Kevin. But for him to know him by name, I believe it's not an isolated incident.
And the dude probably just finally
he's
got
a local,
in front of him.
He's a local guy.
Yeah, and has a reputation amongst Philly fans of kind of being controversial like this.
So that's his angle to get
and so
for him
before you
to
came
get
in,
bread and get clicks.
Yeah, so Bum, before you came in, right? So Joel addressed the situation on Friday during media day at practice. They played Saturday. The team could have stepped in. and not giving the guy a media pass for the game on Saturday. For this incident, could have never been a thing.
Right.
They could have done it. They've done it before. They took media passes before.
That's what I was going to say.
Like me and Michael Rappaport, me and Michael Rappaport had a radio show. He showed up in Cleveland when we was doing a radio show with a broom, and they took his media credentials on site. So
he wanted to be an engineer.
If teams want to do it, they can do it. With
Dolan takes him
right all the time. You said something about him. Dolan don't.
Dolan, yeah.
Right. So they could have done it. Right. So this incident could have never happened because it was already a thing. So for him to call him out by name, yeah, you should have. The team should have.
So they should have known ahead
PR
of time.
department should.
This dude was going to probably.
But
try
Joel
to get
looking
Joel's
for him
skin.
though. But he's looking for him at the game though. This is where I'm gonna speak on me, right? If you'd had something, I'm gonna look for you the next game, and I'm not playing.
You already know, boy.
And listen. And I'm not playing either. So I got the energy. Ain't like I got this game to go worry about to go play. I might forget about you that the game went a certain way. I might forget about you by the end of the game if I was playing. I'm not playing. So now he got the whole game to sit over there and like,
stupid.
And he knows what the dude looks like.
Go, right?
Yeah,
and
he
then
knows what he looks like.
He sent him on the media. Oh, that motherfucker here tonight.
Yep.
Can't wait till this game over.
Right.
And that's exactly how it went. Because we all didn't.
But that's a life period, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Yeah.
you go somewhere, somebody you've been looking for in there. Oh, I can't wait to see you. I'll be right at the exit, though.
Absolutely.
But that's the problem when you're talking about local media. It's after practice, right? So this is a guy that's been there the whole time. So usually, I'm pretty sure he's already written them off. So Joel probably don't even talk to this dude, right? So you have your favorites, you have the people you stay away from, right? I'm not giving you no quotes.
Right.
So most of the time, we don't hear the local news.
In the national conversation.
So unless this was a tweet and it got out like that, that's the only reason we know. Other than that, you don't hear the local reports from what's going on in Phoenix or Lakers and stuff like that. So, whatever he's written, unless you want to go back and look at those articles and see what he's wrote about, we never hear it.
But it still seemed like, clout more than anything.
No.
Like going for clout. Because you got to see somebody bit, right? Like this major player in the game, basically the face of basketball in this city, bit.
Joel bit.
Yeah.
Joel bit.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He bit. Now I got him. Now they're going to have to pull me into the national conversation.
Yep.
Now people got to interview him on all these different other channels.
I got pushed.
Whatever.
This is his. Put it like this. For the last 5-6 years, this was probably his biggest moment that he's been waiting for. Because
work now.
My information don't get to Stephen A. Smith, and it don't get there.
Right.
I'm really local.
No, he ain't on the
right.
radar
So,
at all. But now he is.
Now imagine the superstar don't even talk to me. So I'm sitting there writing articles I'm never gonna write in his favor. So I'm just gonna try to egg him on, and boom, he finally responded.
People, families now.
Huh?
Fuck it. Just talk about your kids and your dates.
Yeah,
do they not?
Fuck basketball.
No, what I'm saying is, when do they ever talk about basketball?
When do you talk about people's kids?
But that's to get the attention of.
I need your attention.
There's nobody
about people.
Yeah, and nobody's drawing these lines in the media space.
No,
there's no checks and balance system that says, guys, don't go over there and talk about people's kids. Don't talk about people's family.
No.
Like, not anymore.
It's the Wild Wild West.
There's never been.
Integrity in it anymore.
It's just you and your integrity.
You don't bring. Come on, man.
When does
If
it
you're
ever?
if you're not saying condolences, you don't mention.
Yeah.
You don't mention.
But that's us, because we're the ones that they're gonna do that to.
Right.
Right? If you really notice, most of the time they don't talk about the basketball itself. Everything is always personal. My baby mama, I got this one pregnant, we both sharing the same girl. That's what they talk about.
I mean, we get that. We got bloggers and podcasters that get in people's personal business.
Absolutely.
But again, these people are not in the mix with people. You probably will not have to answer face to face for the things you say about most people. But they blatant. You know what I'm saying? They blatant and they willing to really just jump out there and crash out behind this clout chasing that they want to do. So I don't know, but y'all reporters, they got to be in the room.
Yeah.
Like they in the locker room, bro. That's a long way to the parking lot. That's all I'm saying. Hey, you playing with athletes? These are fine-tuned machines, bro. You're not going to be faster. You're not going to be stronger. So you really just you poking the bear, bro. You poking the bear.
But they know we ain't gonna get physical. We can't. We can't. Like no matter what you say, you can say whatever you want. I can't.
Kenyon, I see.
Well, he's different, but for the most part, he's willing to lose $300,000-$400,000.
How can y'all used to say this with K-Boy?
Deal with it on Monday, dog.
We only
hey, man, we'll deal with it on Monday, man.
Yeah.
We'll deal with it. Court open Monday morning. Hey, we'll deal with it on Monday, man. You do the wrong, say the wrong. It's gonna cost me about $250.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, you just gotta spend on if you want to spend the
But now
bread.
think about it. Is it worth $250 now?
It ain't-
Like
it
I'm
ain't.
like, sometimes
I hear you.
like especially today.
Well,
that ain't $250 no more.
Well, again, he playing
back then
talking about
it was.
somebody.
Back then, yeah, it was $250 for us.
We're talking about $250.
It's half a bill now. That's one game.
Ain't no price when people playing with your kids.
Yeah, that's
right. That's the thing. We absolutely finna crash out all the way.
It is
all the way. It's just no.
It is until you see that feel like you hit the man too hard, and they talking about 9 games, and then 9 games you make $1 million, and you talking about $9 million. You're gonna be looking at that. You're gonna start rereading it. He said it like this. Is that? Maybe I took that wrong.
If I was a reporter, I wouldn't even play like that because I know how crazy the fans get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the fans know an athlete can't do it. So I'm gonna bust you in the mouth because I know Joel can't.
But that's where the brothers. That's where the brothers and the friends. That's where the Jokic brothers come in at.
Gotta find me first. Gotta find me.
That can't happen.
Who?
He could do that too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no.
That stuff happen, bro. These things happen.
But you do it to the listen. One thing you do it to the right athlete.
Yeah, there's only
Do it to the right athlete.
there's a couple in there like you.
that will take it all the way there with you.
But they already know who not to do it.
Yeah, they will take it all the way there with you.
Philly fans are crazy.
You, Reggie Evans. You look at them just like, yeah, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, because they know
The superstar, they're gonna poke at the superstar every time.
There's no.
Of course. Superstar gets the most
differentiate.
attention.
Yeah.
If it's a civil suit, you got potential to get the most money. So obviously, you going the highest up the tree as you can. I get it.
They got him and
Yeah.
Oh no, I had it happen. Man, dude called. Man, we was out one day in Denver, and we got into it with some dudes, man, and a couple of my partners took care of the situation, but there was a few teammates that were with us. The cop heard the dude on the phone like, "Who name should I say? Who name should I say?" Heard the dude in the background. Should say Kenyon. Say Kenyon. Like, dude, I was in the car watching y'all get y'all ass whooped. I went and sat in the car and was watching this shit happen.
Alibi.
Right. Mm-hmm. They were like, I was in there like a tennis match. Damn, dude, shit. Oh, hey.
You got to pull the biggest name because you're going to pay to keep your name out of it.
Absolutely.
And that's what it is. You're going to pay to keep the name out of it.
Yeah.
And I know the reporter, you can tell me sorry all you want. I'm suing. Yeah. Or y'all can give me a permanent job. Upper level.
Front office.
I'm front office. And that's usually
corner office.
That's usually how it happens. Right? That's usually how you scale, right? You have, I got this problem, I can sue Joel Embiid. I'm gonna put him through the ringer all year long. We're gonna be going back and forth to court, or you can just
They're not gonna bring him in.
you just get me up top. Just get me up top.
Can't.
They're not
You gotta
hiring
deal
him.
with Joel Embiid.
I hear you.
No, I don't need to go down there no more. I don't even want to write no more. I don't want to write.
Trade at that point. Somebody gonna start talking trade.
Joel Embiid.
You physically touched me, sir.
He's mentally.
Absolutely.
He's mentally.
You physically put your hand on me, and I'm physically abused.
Sued the 76ers and everything.
Oh, now it's mental.
I'm mental and
Hey, now I
physical.
can't sleep at night.
Can't write no more
I got
articles.
tremors
I
now.
can't go to work.
I can't use this.
Go
I
out.
can't write.
I can't even write, yeah.
Because now I need
don't even-
medicine. I went to the doctor. The doctor said I have PTSD now from this situation.
Don't even know how to spell Embiid.
You know what I'm saying?
Death threats to my family. Everything.
Right.
Now family matters.
And now
Now family matters after you to put somebody's family name in your mouth. Now family matters. Go on with that.
So we got the Trill OG in the building. Let's shift this over to the music side real quick. So music world lost an icon with the news of Quincy Jones passing this weekend. Jones was an award-winning producer, songwriter, composer, and arranger. Won 28 Grammys during his 70-year career in the music game. So I want to ask you, how influential has Quincy Jones been in music and entertainment? And in your opinion, what's his legacy?
I mean, look, we just don't even get this far in music as a culture without somebody like Quincy Jones, because Quincy Jones is when you talk about a producer, this is a real producer. This is not a person. In our generation, you hear about people that make beats, right? And hell, I could make a beat if you give me enough equipment and enough time. Y'all can make a beat. Ain't nobody gonna want to listen to it and jam it, but it's possible. But a producer is not somebody that's like, you go to him and be like, I want to do some music with you. And Quincy Jones like, yeah, come on, I got some stuff already done. No, a guy like Quincy Jones looks at you, talks to you, right? Learns about your background. Make sure you got the proper skill set, not just for the music, but for the media, like we talked about. They make sure that we got time to nurture, find the right sound for you, and make music that is perfect for you, not a song that somebody else didn't want. You know, we're gonna write songs and produce music that plays to your strengths. You know, you can sing a ballad better. We're gonna bring in the orchestras and all of this stuff. But if you look at this generation, like, the mentorship of a Quincy Jones, like, always reached out to the young generation. I remember seeing him in the Wu-Tang video one time. I'm like, most of these people would never stand next to people like that. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to see what the next generation was doing. He encouraged us to not just be artists, but also businessmen, to understand publishing, understand royalties, understand you know, how to make sure that you can recoup properly to make money off of your art. Like, that was the thing about Quincy. It went beyond the music. And to understand your place in this world as a black man or a black woman. That was very important because they were making music fresh out of Jim Crow, right into the time where we were dealing with it literally in the middle of the civil rights movement. And they made sure that, you know, they had to travel all around the country, all around the world as black people, couldn't stay in certain hotels, couldn't get off, you know, couldn't go in certain restaurants and all this stuff. So just that idea of the sense of history that he came into the game with and making young people know and understand, hey, look, you're standing on the shoulders of greatness. A lot of people sacrifice for you to be able to do this. And when certain things happen, you have to speak up for the culture. You have to speak up for your community. You have to speak up for your people. All of these things came from a person like Quincy Jones, man. And not just black musicians, but all musicians have benefited from the things that Quincy Jones has brought to the industry. This is a major loss for entertainment, period, across the board. He made, you know, he made pop records. He made R&B music. He did rap music. You know what I'm saying? Quincy Jones touched everybody and everything, and his legacy cannot be denied in this world, not just in the music industry, in the world.
Yes, it's amazing.
Yo, I got a question.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, what made you want to get into the restaurant business?
I had a food blog for about 8 years, and me and my partner Pete had been really trying to figure out, like, we wanted to start a business. We wanted to get in the food industry, but wanting to do something and actually doing it is two different things. And we had all the passion for it, but we didn't necessarily have the connecting points. So we were steadily trying to find it. He went in the food industry first. He bottled his grandmother's pasta sauce. And a good friend of mine that I knew from the clothing industry, Andy Wynn, had moved into food and gotten real successful in food and wanted to start a brand, but wanted to start it in Texas. So he was talking to another good friend of mine, Nick Skirtfield, who was one of the podcasters and part of the media team for the Texans for many years. So we all sat down together. He came to me with the idea. I said, let me try the burger. We set up a meeting to try the burger. It was far and away the best burger I'd ever had, but they was like, this just a prototype. We still working on it. They came back, and when I tried the burger again, I was like, this is some of the best food I ever had in my life, but I wonder if this is just good to me. So we set up a pop-up, and people came out because of who I am. People got love for me from the music industry and the things I do in the community, so they came out and supported me. They ain't know if the food was gonna be good, but they came out. And I'm sitting there the whole time, and it seemed like everybody liked the burger like I liked it.
Yeah.
So for me, coming from the music industry, I looked at the burger as if it was like a new album. So I'm finna take it on the road. So we went to Coachella, we went to Rolling Loud, we went to Rock the Bells, we went to Something in the Water. We went to all these different music festivals made in America, and we had to pay the entry fee. You got to pay to set up, get permits, fly staff out there. We ain't had no real money like that, you know. So all we wanted to do was break even. It wasn't about making money. It was about not losing money. But we could get residual benefits if certain people eat the burger on camera and say they like it. So that became the business model. And I could do this because I got relationships with people. So I'm not just going to a festival and begging people to try my food. I'm asking friends to give me a chance. I remember we brought it to Coachella the second time, and Toby was there, and there was some more artists eating it, and the other artists looked at Toby and said, "Man, this burger is good as hell." Toby was like, "Man, it is." He said, "I remember the first time he asked me to eat it, I was like, damn, I hope I ain't got to lie for the OG on camera." But he was prepared to. That was the thing. He would go try to make it look like, but I say, bro, I'm glad you didn't lie, because, bro, that would have looked bad on you if my food wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? But we took it around, and then we got a call from Good Morning America to compete in the Best Burger in America competition. So we won in Houston, and then we went to Times Square and won the national competition. And so we had the reputation of being the number one burger, the number one burger in America. So it's like, now we got to live up to it. But like I said, you know, I looked at it as a music industry. So now we just won Best New Artist. So now, instead of us having to spend a bunch of money, people are calling, asking us to come to the festival. Hey, man, can you bring the food down here? Man, don't worry about no commission fee or no equipment. We'll take care of that. But we want to say we got your burger at the festival. So now we took something that's typically an afterthought. A cheeseburger is not something that is a priority in nobody's life. People eat a cheeseburger if the kids is hungry and they're getting on your nerves, or you got 30 minutes, you got to get something quick, or you've been out drinking and partying all night, you got to put something on your stomach. That's when you think of a cheeseburger. But now I got the whole world talking about a burger. My burger come to a golf tournament or a music festival or sporting event, it's the point of conversation. It's a priority in the room. A hamburger has never been a priority in the room of people over 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fact. So we got a great product. It's very easy to introduce it to people because almost everybody eats hamburgers. Hamburger is in the top 5 most consumed food in the world. You know, chicken wings, chicken tenders, then burgers, then pizzas, and have you. So asking somebody to try a burger is not a hard thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You can convince somebody to take a bite out of a burger, but most people have a very low ceiling as to what a burger is. So every time we brought the burger to people, they underestimated how good of a burger it could be, because most burgers just burger. But then you eat this burger and you realize every burger ain't a burger.
In-N-Out or Trill?
Oh, no, it's not even a question.
Ain't finna do that.
It's not even a question. But it's not even a question because they don't care about burgers in the way that we care about the burger. You know what I'm saying? Their reputation is solid, so they just about reproduction.
So I'm finna give you, so you from the great state. I'm saying we know that that's
Lone Star State, greatest state.
We are above and beyond with this food thing, bruh. Hey, listen, but hey, man.
All day.
So you being from Texas, it was never gonna be a question how good it was, bruh.
Right.
I'm just me being biased.
Well, my reputation
biased
is not
Texan about food, barbecue overall, right? If I tell you something tasteful and it tastes good, if I tell you a duck can pull a truck, better hook it up, because I am not gonna BS you. They've had my food, they've had my barbecue, had my barbecue.
I have had your barbecue.
Your reputation not worth saying you got good food in Texas and knowing you ain't got good food. It's not worth it. And for me, it's not worth it. For me, I built up 30 plus years of trust with people with music and all these other things I've done in the community. I'm not finna throw all that away to try to get some burger money. It's not even that. It's not even that serious. We doing okay over here. You know what I'm saying? But the burger is special. It's different. It's a game changer. Enough to the point where I put my name on it and my face on it. You can't even separate me from the burger at this point. You know what I'm saying? I could have taken a licensing deal. Y'all understand? I could have taken a licensing deal, gave me some money, showed up once a month, took some pictures, and gone about my business. But I was offered that or a piece of the company. But if I was going to take a piece of the company, I had to go all in. I had to sacrifice money. I had to sacrifice time. I remember trying to convince my wife. I was like, man, I got the best burger in the world. I just had it. I'm telling you. She's like, what's on it? So I'm like, it's meat, cheese, and onions and pickles. She's like, you don't even like onions and pickles. I said, it don't matter. This burger is good with onions and pickles. She was like, where's the lettuce? Where's the tomatoes? I was like, we don't have that. So you got a cheeseburger with no lettuce, no tomatoes on it, with onions and pickles, shit you don't even like to eat, and it's the best burger. And I'm like, I'm telling you. She was like, okay, I'm gonna come see. And she came. She was like, that burger's pretty good. It was pretty good. The second one, she didn't come. But she called me. She said, hey, bring me a burger back from the pop-up.
Oh, okay.
We did one in L.A. Like our 5th pop-up was in L.A. at Complex Con. I called her. I said, I'm at the airport. Everything went great. I'm on my way home. She's like, great. You got my burger, right? I say, I left the festival 2 hours ago. It's 3.5 hours to fly to Houston and an hour ride home. That burger going to be cold as hell. but you got it, right? You got it, right? And my wife don't play about that kind of. Well, my wife palate is very clean. She can tell when food ain't right, when something ain't like it should be.
Yeah.
But the fact that she eat Trill burgers more than anybody, every day, she eat the burger. But she doing quality control every day.
That's what's up.
The food got to be good every day. If she don't like it, if she'll taste shit that nobody else will taste. And she'll see things that nobody else will see. So every day we gonna get up, we gonna do what we gotta do, run errands and go by the store. She wanna go by the store and try it. But
Well,
it's time to expand the brand. We ready to start.
We are willing to do some quality control on this couch as well. We have 5 willing taste testers.
Thank you.
Me growing up on you, bruh. For you to, I'm saying, from now, from
No, it's a blessing, man. It's a
Absolutely, man.
blessing to
That's
have
what's up,
something like this because I ain't really loved nothing like this besides rap music and my gal. That's the only things I've ever loved. Like I love this burger because it make me want to learn shit. I got to get up and read about a whole different industry, about the people that were captains in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know how. I already seen the McDonald's movie, right? But I'm trying to see how Danny built burgers. You know what I'm saying? And Shake Shack, and I'm trying to see how all these people built. Like all these great brands are blowing up and expanding. Dave's Hot Chicken blowing up, and expanding. Cane's blowing up and expanding. So there's a lot of different paths to success. So I'm trying to find all of them and see which one of them lends itself to what we doing.
You in the
So
Houston
now,
airport yet?
huh?
You in the Houston airport
We're
yet?
working on it. We're having conversations with a couple of different airports because everybody's talking about, man, I wish I'm flying through Houston. I ain't got time to go. Can I get it in the airport? I'm like, hold my beer.
Absolutely.
Hold my beer. Give me a second.
Is this for you like when you started the music?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's that path.
Yeah, because I want
It sound like it.
Because I want to be the best at it. Like with rap, there wasn't even no money involved with rap when I started. I started rapping in 1988. Wasn't nobody rich off rap but the people that were putting the music out. But no rappers were rich at that time. You fast forward 34 years later, 36 years later, and it's so easy to make music, make money off of music. When I made music initially, it was only one place to get it. You had to go to a record store. You had to go to a record store, buy one record, and that was it. But now, these songs stream on all these different platforms. They stream in YouTube videos. People do dances to them. They go viral. They end up in commercials for basketball games, movies, TV shows. They end up in the movie. That's how they sell a lot of this stuff is through this. So you got to make sure that you understand the business of it so you can take full advantage of it. That's what I'm trying to do with this burger stuff, this business that I'm in now. There's a lot of things that are similar as far as promotion and marketing and knowing how to get people's attention. I've been doing that for years. But the nuances of the industry and making sure that you build an inventory of product that doesn't lose quality quickly. So the burger is built a certain way so that we don't have a lot of shit that just go bad. Like lettuce, once you cut into a head of lettuce, that lettuce is going bad immediately.
You gotta use it.
So if you're not using it right there, you're gonna lose it. Same thing with tomatoes. Onions store have a long shelf life. Pickles, they're already in the jar. They're literally pickled. So they have a long shelf life. So we don't lose money on that type of product. That's the way that we're thinking in terms of shaping and molding. How can we make a great burger that we don't have a lot of crazy ingredients that we end up losing all day and we're making burger money, but we're losing it because we lose inventory every day. These are the ways that we try to look and approach the business. We're trying to be as tactful as possible, financially sound as possible, but we understand branding and marketing in a way that most people don't. You know what I'm saying? And we come into this brand, I bring 30 plus years of cultural influence in this company. Very few companies will ever be able to start with what we started with. We understand that we got a leg up against people, but because we're new, there's still a lot of shit we got to learn that some people may know a little bit more than me. So I can have the biggest name and all that in the world, but if the food ain't good, not only is the restaurant going to die, but your personal reputation that's tied into this brand, that's going to die too. Now, that's why I say I would not. I'm good out here with the people. My reputation was solid. This burger could throw all that shit away if I do it wrong. I'd be like, I was rocking with the OG till he started trying to tell me he had the best burger, and I went and ate that shit. That shit was not. I can't believe he lied to me like that.
Absolutely.
36 years in the game, like you said. It's been nearly 17 years since we lost Pimp C. Obviously, his memory lives on.
Of course.
Through the music and one of the greatest rap duos in hip-hop history. What are your favorite memories from the UGK era?
Man, oh God, a lot of stuff we can't even talk about.
We can talk about it on this show.
Because I don't know the statute of limitations on some shit.
Okay. We can look that up.
We had it a little bit better, I would say, with my generation. And the reason I say that is because it was very few cameras in the room when we did shit. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of physical altercations, we could say, that today would get you absolutely sued. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That things we were able to do, you know, the way we used to kick it, it's too many eyes on you nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But we spent a lot of time in the studio together back then because we just wanted to make music, and it wasn't a lot of places that you could go and make music in 1992, 1993. It wasn't even a lot of studios. So when you found one, that was home. And so it was always smart to do everything you wanted to do in the studio. I always told this to other people too. If you want to smoke weed in the studio. Don't be riding around and smoking weed. Don't go to the club and different places. Studio is a safe place. You want to deal with girls? Bring the girls to the studio. You can control it. Everything ain't right, they can go and whatever, and it's not a public situation, whatever happens. If you got beef or whatever, man, just stay in the studio. That way, if they want you, they got to come get you, but you can see them coming. Things are a lot different. But I will say, the money now is bananas. The money that these artists can make now, because you don't have to go to New York or LA to sign a record deal. Because that shit, they don't really know what the culture want anyway. They never really knew. A lot of time they was just guessing, pick a motherfucker. They think, I think he gonna be all right. He looked like a rapper. That was a lot of that shit. He looked like a rapper, and they used to have enough time to they could make a motherfucker a rapper, right?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We put you in the gym, lose some weight, get you in the studio. We gonna make a bunch of records till we figure out what kind of records you know how to make, and then we gonna sell that to the people. But nowadays,
Master P.
Well, no. P is a visionary. P built that. No record company built P.
Easy now.
P, I remember with P.
No. I'm saying finding his and like when we gonna put you here.
P, let me tell you about P. Master P became rich because everybody underestimated P. People didn't believe that P could make the kind of music that could really make money. So P got offered the kind of deals that they figured he could never honor this deal. But if you go gold, we'll give you this. If you go platinum, we'll give you this. But they never thought that shit was going to go gold or platinum. But they didn't understand. They didn't understand the hustle.
Yeah.
And if you look now, there's always been in every generation, there's been music and musicians, and you'd be like, man, how did this shit become? How did that man become this? Because everybody else I'll put it like this. Y'all athletes. Niggas that's tall think they are gonna automatically be a basketball player, right?
Yeah.
Right. If niggas once they get over 6'3", 6'4", and he's 14 years old, everybody tell me he's gonna be a basketball player. Some people are just born to play basketball. They're different things. Their fingers are longer, their limbs are long. You know what I'm saying? They wingspan. Some bodies lend themselves to that. But even if you got the body, you still got to train. You still got to get the skill set. And you got to be better than somebody else that wants to play that position. And if you're not better physically, you have to work harder. That's how Muggsy Bogues and people like that get in the NBA, because they wanted it more than motherfuckers whose bodies should have given them that opportunity. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in the music industry.
Top 5 Houston rappers ever.
Top 5 Houston rappers ever?
Yeah, to you. Your top 5 Houston rappers.
Okay. This gets a little sticky, right? Because technically, I'm from Port Arthur.
PA.
Okay.
I'm from PA, so I'm not in it.
Texas?
So UGK gets.
You can do Texas.
Yeah, okay, Texas.
You can do Texas, but he from PA.
Okay, yeah, let's.
But I don't want to do.
He from Jackson.
I don't want to do that. But no, I don't want to set a rule with parameters that allow me to be on the list.
Yeah.
So, I could do Houston without putting me or Pimp in there. Some people would argue about that, but that's fine.
We all know where it's. I'll say it for you.
I would say number one. Go.
So with basketball conversation, I told him we need to stop mentioning Michael Jordan, right? With basketball conversations, just leave him out of it. With Houston rappers, Texas rappers, I'm gonna say it. We leave you the fuck out of it.
Okay.
You in that category.
Okay.
You in face in that category. So
so I don't get face either.
You don't get face neither.
So you can take them out. Yeah, you take
No, you can't give That's not
but I get it's cheat code.
It's cheat code. That's easy. Like y'all, that's.
All right, number one.
Y'all all time great, so no.
All right, number one, and I'm gonna say this number one, and motherfuckers can get mad all they want. I'm gonna say Willie D.
Okay.
And the reason I say Willie D is not because of the lyrics and the rap style, it's because of the identity.
Yeah.
Like, Willie D is who you better be if you out here in this world talking about you from Houston and you gonna whoop some ass and niggas can't fuck with you, right? Then you best to be built like Willie D, because I came up in the generation where we was boxing in the club. There was guns, but very seldom people pull guns on, on people. So it was a lot of fighting, a lot of fist fighting and back then. And Willie D, I've been in the club where rappers have said things about Willie D. Willie D showed up to the club and all of that. So for me, that was the first thing. And keep in mind, Willie D is one of the pillars. So I'm watching this and being like, all right, well, if you're gonna get on these records and talk tough, you better be ready to box somebody. And that's why I say Willie D first, because Willie D is the prototype. Because we can all y'all can rap. Most of y'all can rap real good, but when it's time to leave Houston and go to Chicago and Atlanta and Detroit and New York and LA, you can't be a bitch representing the city. So you need to be built a certain way.
He is.
That's the first thing. And so that Willie D is number one. So Willie D sets the tone of who you're supposed to be.
For somebody named Willie D. That's the old.
Oh, he on the podcast? He got the podcast? Yeah.
No, he is exactly like how you think a motherfucker named Willie D would be. He is absolutely.
Willie D,
Willie D made a song called All Head Hoes. Willie D had a song called
Willie D told that. That's the thing. He didn't use a lot of tricks. He just talked very plainly.
And I straight up.
You know what I'm saying? It was very easy. You knew exactly where Willie D stood the whole time. So I really feel like if you're gonna represent the city of Houston, people need to know where you stand the whole time. Number two, now we're gonna really start getting into the lyrics. Number two would be 3-2. Mr. 3-2 of the Convicts is probably the purest lyricist to ever come out of the city of Houston. Nobody lived rap to that. Like, I used to go pick him up all the time, man. If you was around this dude, you had to be ready to rap by 3-4 hours, at least. Because it don't matter what music you playing in the car, he finna rap on top of that shit and rap better than the music you playing. I spent hours and hours and days and weeks and months and years of just riding around with this dude and listening to him rap and watching him construct songs. And I've never seen anybody that was that good and it was that easy for them to be that good. 3-2 is the purest lyricist I think we've ever had out of the city of Houston. Number 3, Devin the Dude. Devin the Dude, first of all, Devin the Dude is the only rapper I know on social media that don't get no hate in his comments. Like, he has no haters.
I thought he was from the Bay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got somebody that don't like him, right? Just to be a contrary motherfucker. Just because everybody like you, I don't. Devin the Dude is not that dude. He's an amazing songwriter. He's an amazing singer, too. People sleep on the fact that Devin the Dude is not just a great rapper, but he's a really great singer, too. He's done hooks and songs with people all over the world, including Dr. Dre. When Dr. Dre called you to come and sing on the song, keep in mind, Dr. Dre got all the singing motherfuckers he could possibly want around him. So if Dr. Dre calls and says, I need you on this song, that's special. I've been doing this shit for a long time. I never got no call from Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, he's a workman. Like, he's the kind of dude that come to work, do his job, and go home. You know what I'm saying? It's not a flashy dude. We all make the same kind of money. We all got access to the same shit. But he ain't never been no jewelry dude, no car dude. Got the money for it, just not him. Like to come to work, smoke his weed, drink his beer, sing his song, oh yeah, and go home. You know what I'm saying? And people love him for it. He always lightens the room when he comes in, but he's low-key like a killer lyrically. Like, most people will underestimate him because of his personality, but Devin will very low-key tear your ass up on the microphone. And funny story, Devin the Dude is the only person that ever asked me to do another verse. He's the only person that I did a verse for, and he was like, oh, gee, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything. I think it's a great verse, but I don't even think you talking about what we talking about on the song. And there was one of them times where I was just trying to prove how good I could rap. And he was right. I don't think I was really talking about what he was talking about on the song. I just had something I wanted to get off, so I got off. And I was like, you sure right, my nigga. You sure right. So I had to go back in and do it. But only for a person like Devin, because I knew it wasn't personal. Because sometimes people can feel threatened. Like, you go in and do a song and you tear their ass up on their record, they might start feeling a certain way. But he was like, no, just talk about what we talking about a little bit.
Did you ever have a situation like that where you hopped on a record and the artist felt
all the time
that you outperformed them It felt some type
No,
of-
what happens is, here's the problem.
Yeah,
People,
that Webby verse.
you can either think you cold, you're going to think you colder than me, and you're going to underestimate me.
He killed Webby.
Right? I'm going to fuck over you. That's very easy. But then there's the thing of, well, I'm a better rapper for you, and then you not trying to get into that. So you done came in defeated. So it's very hard for somebody to really out-rap me if that's not what I want them to do. And that's for any rapper. And niggas know, look, there's a lot of cold people out there, but any given Sunday, any given Sunday.
All right, well, we'll let you get back to the list. Number 4, I believe you were at. You got
number 4, I would probably have to say Killer Corleone. Killer Corleone is a member of the Boss Hog Outlaws clique, and he is just a beast. He is like all he want to do is out-rap motherfuckers on a song. And he's really good at out-rapping motherfuckers
Yes, he is.
on the song. And
You know of him?
and he's a guy that carries that shit on his shoulder like it's a chip on his shoulder. Like he's trying to prove at any given time that he's the best rapper in the room. And I be in the room with him all the time, so I be trying to tell him it ain't that easy. But I mean, no, seriously though, when we talk about lyrics, and like hip hop is built off of battle rapping. You know what I'm saying? Battle rapping and breakdancing was ways for young black men and young men of color to settle their differences without having to fight a motherfucker or stab a motherfucker. So you can rap against a motherfucker and we can still go home. You breakdance against a motherfucker, we can still go home. Killer is the kind of rapper that's ready to go as far as you have to go with the lyrics, as far as eating a motherfucker up. But if we decide we want to do some other shit, we're going to do that too.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to catch a W with somebody like a Killer Corleone. He wakes up every day thinking about how most of these motherfuckers are not as good as him, but yet they're getting places and attention that they don't deserve. So he just walking around waiting to get in the room on the mic with certain motherfuckers.
If you want to rap about some street stuff, you can do that. You want to conscious rap,
Whatever you want to do.
Like, because
he can
Lorraine
do that.
Motel is, listen.
He can rap to any beat with any rapper on any subject matter.
Yeah, Lorraine Motel.
Period. He can do it all. And then
Killing over J's.
number 5. Number 5 would probably be K-Rino. K-Rino was the original battle rapper in Houston. One of the first rappers in Houston to make a hip-hop record. First person was Captain Jack, was the first person to make a rap record in Houston. Jay Prince was the first person to put a rap record out. K-Rino was one of the first people to rap in Houston at an independent label. Him and his dad put together an independent label just like Jay Prince, out of the hood. And how do you explain K-Rino? K-Rino is... You know what? It's almost like you say when you can't put us or face in it. I don't even think you can really put K-Rino in, because K-Rino is the guy that gets it started so Face feels like he can.
Okay.
Kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, K-Rino was one of those dudes that looked like a rapper, right? That was the first thing. When he walked in the room, he looked like a rapper. He talked like a rapper. He rapped like a motherfucking rapper. But they were low-key independent businessmen. They were very culturally conscious about creating a black-owned business, about having offices in the black community, trying to pull in other artists from that community, Face from the same community as him, and really about how you carried yourself was a big thing we learned about K-Rino, about poise and character. Like, you ain't got to walk in the room and be talking all loud and acting all tough and shit just to prove that you a good rapper. Just be a good goddamn rapper. And when it's time to rap, tear their ass up. But we're not finna be bragging on some shit we ain't done yet. You know what I'm saying? You either know or you don't. And to this day, like we had our 50th anniversary of hip hop, and we brought him in and we asked him to speak on it. And instead, he wrote a rhyme that talked about every neighborhood that had rappers from it and all the different places. He tied in the entire culture of the city of Houston in like a 24-bar verse that just fucked everybody up in the room. And everybody in the room is a rapper. And this man is saying shit about the city. I've been writing rhymes about Houston for 32 years. He said shit. I was like, God damn it. Damn, I wish I would have said that. And that's who K Reno is. K Reno has always been the rapper that when he says something, because we all write rhymes, we all got the same job. But K Reno don't do nothing but rapping to this day. He was rapping when I started rapping, and he probably gonna still be rapping when I'm done rapping. But I don't think anybody loves it or has loved it as much as him and the way he shows it.
Houston.
The new generation?
Yeah, I see you said a lot of back then rap. What about the new generation?
Well, the new generation, the great thing about the new generation is not that they don't have to be great rappers.
Yeah.
They got to be great salesmen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why somebody like Sauce Walka is so popular. The crazy thing is, Sauce Walka is one of the coldest rappers in the new generation, right? But he keep it in his back pocket.
Yeah.
See, he like being underestimated. He like people thinking he's a certain type of dude because he's very loud, he's very boisterous. So a lot of people think that that's all he is. This is a concerted effort for you to think that that's all he is. But if you watch the game and you watch the people that in the last 2-3 years that have built relationships with him, like I remember Busta Rhymes was a BET Awards, one of the hip hop awards in the last year or so. And Busta Rhymes and everybody's in the crowd because it's a rap show. And Busta go over to Sauce. It probably was one of the first time he had seen Sauce, but you hearing about it, you watching the movement. You know what I'm saying? It's undeniable. Same thing with a Maxo Cream. Somebody that's as thugged out and as cripped out as a Maxo Cream ain't supposed to understand the nuances of this game and move accordingly. But the dudes that are real street dudes trying to get the fuck out the streets. You know what I'm saying? They've done what they done. They're not ashamed of what they done. And if you put them in a position, they gonna do what they do. But really, man, I'm doing this rap shit to really get off that shit. I'm tired of busting niggas upside the head and robbing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop has saved a lot of people in that way. You know what I'm saying? But the money, these young dudes understand the business of marketing and promoting themselves better than any other generation before them. And the path to the money don't gotta go through 3, 4, 5 people no more. You know what I'm saying? You used to have to go through, somebody in the hood found you, they put money into it, then they took you to a record company, they get money off of it, then you gotta sign a publishing deal, they get money off of it, then you gotta go on tour, they get money. These rappers nowadays, they rent the venue. You know what I'm saying? Westside Gun just threw a big show in Chicago this weekend. He rented the venue, he booked the talent, he built a wrestling stage in the middle of the motherfucker. They did rap concerts, they did beat battles between DJ Premier and Pete Rock. Motherfuckers wrestled in the ring. He did this shit all out of pocket, built it all out himself. He's creating a whole new event, a whole new revenue stream. It's so much money that's available. And for us, we just wanted to make music. It was very new. We didn't even understand how motherfuckers made money from music. We just wanted to make music. So we would get the record deals and all of that, and then we start realizing, oh, this record deal is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But the whole goal of the music industry is to get you young, sign you to a fucked up deal, get all of the talent and opportunities out of you, and then by the time you figure out how it works, you ain't worth nothing no more. They on to the next one.
Gotcha.
But nowadays, these young dudes are figuring it out a lot quicker. And they can see how to get music directly to people. Motherfucker ain't never got to go to New York, never got to go to LA, or none of that shit. I give you the perfect example of artists not needing the record companies no more is Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy was a teenage kid in his bedroom with a rubber band necklace, making a song about Superman in that hoe, right? There was no way a record company in New York would have fucked with that. A record company in LA would have fucked with that. But he ended up making one of the biggest records literally of all time. Go to a sporting event and they cut that shit off. Everybody gonna be doing it. He's still getting paid off of this music. And that's because he took it to the people and let the people decide whether or not they wanted to fuck with that. And that's really how this works now in the entertainment industry. If you're not thirsty, if you're not desperate, if you're not anxious, right? You can take time, build something directly marketed to a market of people who will spend money directly with you. The money ain't got to go through 8 or 9 different people. You know what I'm saying? The money comes directly to you. And because of that, there's a higher level of confidence that comes from these younger artists because they financially sound. So they confident not because they think they're gonna make some money, because they know they're making money. That confidence go into the music. That's why a lot of these young niggas is cocky and arrogant, because they get into them. Let me tell you something. The people that created hip hop, and this is very easy to understand, people that created hip hop got paid in sandwich bags. You know, you fit about $30,000, $40,000 in a sandwich bag. My generation got paid in grocery bags. You can fit about 150, 200,000, depending on how big the bills are. These niggas get paid in trash bags, and not kitchen trash bags.
The industrial.
Industrial.
The lawn.
Heavy duties.
Yeah.
I did not know that a nightclub could pay somebody $60,000, $70,000 on the back end to come to a club and just hang out and smoke. Like, these dudes got it good. They got it great. The only thing with these dudes is that there's an expectation that goes far beyond what you say, because people not just only buying into music, they buying into lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? So they want to follow your life and see if you're doing some cool shit. That's what we know the music is good, but what do you be on? What y'all be doing? You know what I'm saying? How y'all living? Y'all really got them cars and that money? Like that? I want to see some of that shit. What y'all be smoking on in the studio? I want to smoke some good gas. What's that shit called, y'all? So people let them into their world. And social media, you know, social media is a big bluff, because
For real.
the reason I say that is because these people are not your friends and they don't like you, even though that's what the apps say, right? They will co-sign the things that you want them to co-sign and then snap on the shit that you don't. So as long as you talking about, man, this weed is good, like, man, I bet that weed good. That weed look good. Man, it's beautiful out here. We at the beach chilling. Oh, man, that shit look live or whatever. Man, I just bought the new car and all of that. Woo, woo. Oh, man, that's crazy. Trump for president. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Kamala for president. Hold up, wait, hey. Nobody asked you that shit. Nobody asked you that shit. We ain't really worried about that from you, my nigga. From you? Where the weed at?
Where that car at?
Yeah, where all that up?
That's crazy. Yeah.
So
What are we in the moment, man?
exactly how it is, right? So once you let these people into your life, they start dictating how the fuck you even move.
How you
So
live.
once they tell you they don't like that you do this, if you got that many followers and you monetize, you might stop doing this shit.
No, serious.
If they're like, man, you cool, but you know, so-and-so on your team, motherfucker can't rap at all, you might send a motherfucker home, because you losing followers and shit. Man, quit putting that motherfucker on them songs, man. That shit was jam. I'm serious, man. If social media would start dictating where you go, who you hang with, man, that's a cool-ass car, but man, you don't see everybody got that? You don't see they got that new electric Rolls Royce? You ain't gonna get that Spectra?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna pull up like that? Now you gotta spend $70,000, $80,000 more on the deposit, because you ain't finna buy the motherfucker like that. So it's just
song until he came.
So it's a lot of things that they benefit from that we couldn't benefit from, but there's a lot of things that they got to deal with that we ain't got to deal with. And that ain't really just even in artists, that's young people in general. I wouldn't want to be 15 right now. You couldn't pay me to be 15 years old right motherfucking now.
Then you gotta.
Oh, no, I just wanted to know. We're talking about the music. No.
Hey, man. Hey, Ken. I'm gonna just be, man, hey.
Hold on.
Brother P, their brother.
You got any normal glasses, dog? You fucking us up over here with the big ass eyes, man. Them prescriptions.
What part of swaggy?
I know, man. I'm not the only one guy. That's a nice fucking fish with some big fucking eyes.
Hey. Brother. I see where this brother knowledge shit come from. It's in the food in Houston. He speak like you too.
What you talking about, homie?
Knowledge shit. Y'all just
like King, this is like every time he say something, we look on there. Right, this shit is fucking us up, right? I'm not like just thank you. Keep it like that.
I don't know. See, you just like the fans. You don't want to see Swaggy grow. You want to see Swaggy be this. You don't want to see me grow. He just said this shit.
Like that. I'd rather you not.
But no, brother, fuck you.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that, Jack.
Well, let's get into some basketball.
Hold on, let me ask you something. So you being one of the pioneers coming out of Texas, and your pen name is like that. What if you have one or multiple, some of your favorite verses that your 16, whatever that you've written, that you...
Pinky Ring. I think Pinky Ring is probably one of my more, in my mind, technical in the way that I wrote it, but it's called Pinky Ring. So it's a driving song, so motherfuckers ain't really listening to how good I'm rapping. Now, I'm rapping in a way that don't get in the way of it being a cool, laid-back record, but I felt like I was really saying some shit in a different way that motherfuckers hadn't really said shit. And nobody cared because it was a smooth song. Now, Murder, you paying attention to Murder because of how Murder, the beat and all of that, so it lend itself to a motherfucker saying that.
Yeah.
But I think Pinky Ring is probably one of my best verses.
Okay.
And people that's really, really into UGK will bring like Pinky Ring up and Gravy and songs that you don't think about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a lyricist, so for me, I'm gonna pick the songs where I felt like I was rapping my ass off.
Yeah.
But that's not really what people came to UGK for. You know what I'm saying? It was really to fit the mood. Like, we know how Texas night goes. We know how the streets are moving or whatever. So I don't want to play too much fast shit because I don't want you paying attention to some shit when you need to be seeing, you know what I'm saying, what's going on around you. So the music is meant to be easy to play in the background. But if you do stop and listen to it, it's talking about the kind of shit you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So
Pinky Ring is definitely up there, but Murder is probably my...
Well, Murder is recognized because nobody was really rapping like that from the South.
No.
Technically, because it wasn't required. Nobody in the South, fans in the South didn't ask me to rap like that. You know, but I'd always wanted to rap like that, but again, all the music and shit be slow. So I told him, I said, man, I need a fast song. And Pimp would be the main motherfucker talking about, you niggas can't fuck with Bun B. And they go, I said, I can't out rap niggas at 75 BPM. Like, this shit is meant to Cadillac turn. This shit is not meant for that. So they gave me Murder as a way to really show motherfuckers what I could really do, you know?
Go ahead, Nick. I got one.
Top 5 groups, including y'all, with like Outkast of all, not just
everybody.
Everybody. Top 5.
Top 5.
Not in any order. It don't have to be. You just 5.
Okay. Run DMC, off top.
Okay.
Run DMC was always special to us because Run DMC had a nigga that wore glasses, but he wasn't no soft nigga. And that's the thing about Pimp. Like, I never saw nobody ever cracked a joke with Pimp about him wearing glasses. That's why I'm offended that you came at Nick like that.
Thank you, man.
I don't appreciate that.
Pimp, man. Yeah, where you think I got it from?
You see, you took his off.
No, I'm Pimp P, man. Pimp P.
Definitely
Pimp
Run
P.
DMC, BDP. And the reason I say BDP because KRS-One was a street dude that didn't have a problem with showing he was intelligent. He was very, very serious about showing people he was intelligent. And when they first started, they was as street as it could be. They were beefing with the niggas in the Queens, the Bronx, and all of that, and the Juice Crew and all that type of shit. But I look at it in retrospect now because I was a big fan of the music and the language and the vocabulary and all of that. But then he was one of the first people I saw that had to carry his group on after somebody had passed away, and was still able to make sure he honored his partner in the music, kept his memory alive. I didn't even realize how much of an impact that had on me until I was in that situation. So there was already people showing that you could still honor somebody and keep the music going and keep everything alive. Like, obviously, I can't be UGK, but I can still make music that contributes to the legacy of UGK and make sure that people not putting shit on my boy name. You know what I'm saying?
You did that, brother.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Number 3, I gotta say Ball and G. I gotta say Ball and G. And the reason I say Ball and G is because I've seen them go through everything that musicians go through in the record company, falling out with your original people, rebuilding, learning how to restructure everything and all that. I've seen them do all of that without letting it fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people go through things that make them different people. They come out different because of it. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't, because when you go through some hard times, it can make you a hard person. Man, these dudes are still as fun to be around. You know, them and Devin, those are the best kind of people you can be around, because I've been seeing these people, it's 92, I've been seeing these dudes for 32 years. Niggas talk the same. They still smoke the same kind of weed. They laugh at the same jokes. They with the same people. You know what I'm saying? And they still mean what they've always meant to the game. They stayed solid in spite of the bullshit. And they've made great music the whole time.
They performed at one of my birthdays in Denver.
No, I still believe that A-Ball and MJG are one of the most underappreciated groups ever. Because being in a group ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get old. Motherfuckers don't fuck with the same kind of women, right? So you get married, I get married, our wives might not get along. There's a lot of shit that go into this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real.
Absolutely.
You know, baby mama drama, all that type of shit. Niggas be like, hey man, that bitch can't keep coming around if you need to get your house together. All that type of shit will break up a group, man. These dudes been through a lot. I'm not saying they went through this shit either. I don't know.
Life.
But life.
Life.
Whatever was going on, they stuck with each other. They was like, as long as me and you together, we got this. And that's why I love Ball and G so much. Wu-Tang Clan. The reason I say the Wu-Tang Clan is because it's hard to keep two motherfuckers. It's hard to keep two motherfuckers on the same page. You ever try to get four friends to meet you somewhere at the same day at the same time?
Yeah, exactly.
That's tough. That's tough.
Imagine your money is tied into that.
Oh, shit.
Imagine your money, everything about your life is tied into 8 other motherfuckers being where they supposed to be on time, and one of them is old dirty bastard.
No, yeah.
That shit not easy to maintain, to keep together. It's not easy to schedule. You gotta have, motherfuckers gotta be able to go to studio time, to the studio, to the show, all this type of shit, man. And life get in the way all the motherfucking time. Life gets in the way. They was able to, in spite of all of that shit, they built a world-renowned group that to this day, they can go anywhere in the world and represent that shit. And now 9 motherfuckers have revenue, they own relative singular revenue streams because they all do their solo projects. Some of them lend themselves to other things. Method Man, he an actor now, making that kind of money and shit like that. But to believe that we, and it's protective as well too, because there's 9 of us wherever we go. So we should be able to take care of any situation, but smart enough to know that, you know, we different dudes, and they might not like this shit in Arizona, and they might not like this shit in South Dakota, you know, and so it might be more than 9 motherfuckers sometimes, but they still, to this day, they still find a way to bring everybody back together. You know, some of them are more successful than others, but they bring that success back to the collectives. You know, Method Man Method Man doesn't need the Wu-Tang Clan necessarily, in our eyes. But in his mind, in his heart, I ain't nothing without the Wu-Tang Clan. And that's what being in a group is all about. Now, that's number 4. Number 5.
That's it. That's
number motherfucking 5.
You left off some good groups.
I gotta say NWA.
I was about to say.
I gotta say NWA. And it don't even matter that they wasn't even a group the whole time. That they got the beefing and the group broke up. But man, fuck the police.
Man.
Is the boldest shit a black man ever said to the police. They made a song. When you make a song called Fuck the Police, you put yourself on the police radar. You got a job that take you all around the country. Where's police? Everywhere you gotta go. And you the dude that say fuck the police. Now, you might be able to get away with that shit in certain cities, major metropolitan cities where you can get lost in it. But in small town America, motherfucking Mississippi, Alabama, you talking some fuck the police shit, it get real. It's still, I met a motherfucker about 12 years ago that told me that the police picked him up and took him in the woods and told him to run. That motherfucker said, I'm not running, I'm not going nowhere, kill me here. I'm not going nowhere. This shit, that's in small town America. This shit still happens. And these motherfuckers out here saying, fuck the police.
Back then.
And you know what we did? We said fuck them too, so the police know they had more than it was some more with that.
More than them, huh?
Like
it ain't just them.
Yeah, we feel that way too. And you know, they did not stand the test of time, but they gave us more than enough from the group to run with. Yeah. And that's kind of what I think NWA was meant to do. Because they all went, even with Dr. Dre being as rich and popular with the Chronic and all of that, it's still NW. It's still fuck the police. We were all, Ice Cube, prolific, all man, fuck the police. Eazy-E's gone, rest in peace, man. He was, man, said fuck the police. And I don't think we believe nobody more when they said fuck the police than Eazy-E. You know what I'm saying? That one of the littlest in stature, but one of the biggest in character and personality, Eazy-E. So, yeah, I got to give it up to NWA because they made, I wasn't a Raiders fan. I didn't know who the fucking Kings was. None of that shit. I just know I needed them starter jackets and them hats, man. And that identity of just, we from the hood, we black, and we really don't give a fuck if they understand us. Because we're not talking to them no way.
Damn, no
Outkast, got a small bone
thugs?
Yeah.
Huh?
No Bone Thugs?
No, I said 5.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
The man gave his list.
Yeah, I just got a small bone to pick with you. That's all. I just want to know why Face ain't got more songs, you know, and y'all deprive me.
Me and Face have been trying to do an album together. What is this? This is 2024?
Yeah. Hey.
For about 25 years.
Okay, we need Face. We don't need Brad.
Right. Well, it's the thing.
Right. We don't need Brad. Brad can do some music on it, but I need Face.
Here's the thing. And it was always from him. Bunny, because that's what he called me. He don't call me Bunny, call me Bunny. Him and Big Mike call me Bunny Dangerous. It's a long story.
Yeah.
He said, Bunny, as he'll call my phone, I answer the phone. Bunny, when we gonna do this album? I'm ready when you are. I'm gonna call you back. I don't hear from Face for 6 months. In that time, he'd have done another album, solo album, dropped the album, went on tour 2 years later. Bunny, stop fucking with me, Face. And the thing is, he would always call me, and my wife would be there. My wife is a huge Scarface fan, and my wife believes that a Bun B Scarface album would be bananas. Like, it would just be crazy. So she get excited every time Face called. Now, see, I told you he was gonna call. It's y'all finna do the album. Year after year after year after year goes by, and we just never get on the same page to do it. We both want to do it. Now, the problem is he want to produce most of us. I don't know. That's Brad.
That's Brad.
He wanted to produce the motherfucker. And I ain't got no problem with it, but
y'all can do some of that, but y'all got to give us some of that too. Some of that.
Yeah, no, it's got to be a good balance.
You got to be. I'm with both, but I'm really biased in this conversation that we're having.
I honestly couldn't tell you why we haven't done it.
I understand. Like,
we both want to do it. We both know it'll work. We've had to sit down with a very prominent figure in the music industry that flew to Houston to take us to dinner to talk about this album, and the dinner got away from us. That's all I can tell you. The conversation started about music and went some whole other different shit, and it did never come into fruition. But it's something that everybody want. We want to do it. Just I don't know. I don't think we're ever in the, when he's ready, I'm not. You know, because I went through a lot of the Pimp C stuff in that time. There was a lot of restructuring. There was a time where I wasn't even doing music, and there was a time for him where he was the same way.
Absolutely.
Where he, was like, getting a little old, I don't want to keep doing all this shit. You know, he got a front office job with the Astros, so he make good money now. Absolutely. So he don't have to go on the road. But, so Scarface, not really tripping about rap music. But when they call him for Tiny Desk, and they let Brad get out there.
Yeah, absolutely, Brad.
Now he want to do music, he want to do everything because people know his full talent. He been playing the guitar on these albums the whole time. Face probably produced a lot of songs most people don't even know he produced. A lot of shit you heard him rapping on, he produced, he played on.
Yeah, I didn't know until I went back and looked.
He produced songs for me, sang hooks and shit for me. A lot of people don't even know that he does that. Now, he's got a new life because of that. So he out there with the band. That's what he on now. And it's a lot easier because you're not.
Ain't doing nothing.
You know, I spend a lot of time, just being real, I spend a lot of time trying to get my money with pistols at 2 a.m. from drug dealers.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit get old after a minute. It's not even about if you can handle it, because it's not, in that sense, it's not an issue, but I'm 52 years old. I ain't trying to get paid with pistols no more. I need to be done, really, before the steakhouse closed.
Yeah.
So all that pulling up at 1 in the morning, I mean, we off that. I need some good food. My team needs some. We old niggas, man. My knees don't work right after midnight.
I'm with you.
If somebody starts shooting, I probably won't be able to run very fast.
It's ducking behind something.
So, yeah.
Like.
So I'm just trying to take myself out of them.
I'm with you.
But yeah, no, the Bun B and Scarface album would be amazing, and it's just life just kept getting in the way.
I dig it, brother. Well,
So we got you here.
Man, been sitting on the question.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got you. We got to talk a little hoops. Obviously, you're a Rockets fan.
Oh, yeah.
So recently signed Jalen Green and Alperen Şengün.
JG.
Multi-year extensions. Got a solid young core mixed with some veteran leadership with Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks. How excited are you about this Rocket squad, and what do you think their ceiling is this season?
I'm good, man. I'm really, first of all, I like the direction that the organization is going in, invested in young talent. I still don't think we got the right veteran. Like, I like Fred. Like, Fred is a good, genuine person. He's a hard competitor. That's not, what his role plays, that's not what they're missing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that being said, I like young talent. I like investing in young talent because you can build a team around young talent.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to build this team around JG the right way. You know what I'm saying? It's just about, y'all know, like, it's just about hitting that stride, getting a roll. And sometimes seasons don't start. It take a while for this shit to start coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, y'all got a lot of games to play.
Yep.
So we can start figuring it out. I was surprised they brought in Adams. That I didn't see coming. I didn't see that coming, but I think it can work. Like, he's a seasoned guy. He understands how to play the game, and knowledge is important. Knowledge is definitely important. Clock management and shit like that is important. But I think the Rockets gonna be good. I think they're good. I don't know how soon. I think maybe in the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the next 3 years they should be very strong competitors because they should have this shit all figured out. They should be gelling at that point, and they got bread, so they can spend some money to bring them in. Tillman got some money.
Mm-hmm.
He got some bread. If they get the right person becomes available, not like, well, I don't want to start picking on teams in Houston because I got a good relationship with everybody. But no, I believe the Rockets are on an upward trajectory for sure, whereas we were not for many years. You know, God bless him, Les Alexander was a good owner, but he was stuck in certain ways that Tillman not. You know, Tillman is a different kind of businessman. His business is done sociably.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So going out, really meeting with talent, getting to know people and figuring that type of shit out. You know, he's a very personable owner, but he don't act like he know more about the game than the coaches and the staff and the athletes. He's just a person that he's kind of like a Cuban that makes, owner that wants to make players feel comfortable. And Houston is a very easy city to like. Texas, you know what I'm saying? You save that tax money. That quality of life is real good on all sides, especially for you young cats. The quality of life is very good. Houston has one of the best nightlifes. And there's no paparazzi in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, see?
That's crazy.
Look, Nick just thought about that shit.
Yeah, you ain't gonna never get caught.
Man, I got PTSD from paparazzi. Waking up, seeing my name everywhere. It hurt.
It hurt.
To wake up like, God damn, what I do today?
It was because what you did before you went to sleep. Before you close your eyes, whatever you did.
Wake up like, did I do something last night? Please don't let me check. I hate that.
I like him. I really like the center. He's a guy. I just really finally met him. That's a big boy.
Oh, Sengun?
Sengun is a big boy.
Nice. Yeah.
But the city, we love him.
He's nice.
Like we love him. Like we believe in him for the future. We love him.
I've
He having a rough start.
Yeah.
But again, these things take some time to figure out. But as long as they build around him and JG, we can figure this shit out. We can absolutely figure this
Reed
out.
more.
Shepard?
Yeah.
We'll see.
And I like Amon. I like Cam. You know, we got some young shooters. We got some young shooters.
All right, well, let's shift it to another team we need to discuss. We got Mr. B here on this couch. Got to talk about some things going on in the 414. Man, we got to do it. It went from bad to worse. Bucks were looking to snap a 4-game losing streak when the undefeated Cavs came to town Saturday. Giannis finished the game with 34 points, 16 rebounds, 9 dimes, and are having his worst game with the Bucks. On Halloween, Dame came through with his first 40-piece of the season,
Out from the sideline.
hitting 10 threes, along with this clutch go-ahead bucket with 9 seconds remaining to give the Bucks a 1-point lead. Things looked like they were on the up and up. But Dame time was short-lived as Donovan Mitchell responded.
Top 5.
Top 5. Brother Peace, top 5 shooting guard. Donovan Mitchell responded with a 19-footer. We got some Cavs fans in the building. Still the win for the Cavs. Bucks are now 1-5 on the season, 5 straight losses following their season-opening win over the Sixers.
That was for Mr. B.
They said he was looking for me in the stands.
They said that after the game, he said, "Where's Mr. B at?" Y'all better talk about that on Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Woof woof.
Whoop, whoop.
So, Mr. B, how concerned are you with the current state of the Bucks franchise? You could be honest. This is a safe space.
I'm concerned. It's ugly. It ain't pretty at all, man. Rumors about Giannis wanting to go other places. It ain't good at all.
The Nets and Heat have been potential options. Warriors in the mix as well.
We stuck. Bro, we are stuck right now. And it's a shame.
Worst start for the Bucks in 2000.
We stuck.
We'll take him.
Huh?
We'll take Giannis if you want to leave in LA.
Nobu dinner.
Do you think they get rid of him before the deadline?
Get rid of
Ooh.
Giannis. Huh? Giannis. How long can they manage this? That's my thing. Like, how long can they manage this? Does he have, because I'm not familiar with the contract and all of that. I don't even know if he's got the power to just, I don't know what kind of buying that leaves him.
He is the Greek freak. He can do whatever he wants.
If he come out and say he wants to be traded, he will be traded.
Yeah, I have a problem with that. I'm sorry.
What's your problem, Gil?
Yeah.
There we go.
Because last season, this time, there was no talk of him leaving.
Mm-hmm.
There was no. So the fact that we brought a guy in who has him to the point where he's requesting the trade, I'm sorry. We've seen this before, right? We just seen this in Philly, right? A guy goes there and breaks up 2 7-footers. You turn the city onto Ben Simmons, and you broke up that whole Philly situation. And then you come here and you're breaking up my team? Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have an issue with that.
But we can't fire him.
I know, no. If I gotta trade my piece, you're fired.
Oh.
Because if history says what history's saying, when Doc is on the burner, he's already talking to another team. And when he was with Clippers, he was already talking with a whole nother organization. When he was with Philly, he was already talking with so I have to assume that the way his record's been going for the last 43 games, he is already talking to another team. And one thing Doc has is relationships. So for the most part, we know his ass is gonna get another job. There's gonna be another team, goddammit, that's gonna hire him.
Why need it?
Because
his
business is not winning game. His business is relationships. I don't think no one's factored that in. We're looking at Doc for his record. We need to be looking at his relationships. He is friends with a whole lot of people who believe in Doc.
It's not.
So is he checked out already? Is that what you said?
Doc.
He checked out when he checked in.
It's
right?
not Doc.
Soon as he wrote it,
He's perpetually checked out, basically.
soon as he signed that $40 million, boom, he lost that first game. He's like, hey, so yeah, how y'all doing over there? How y'all doing? How y'all doing over there?
I never thought about it like.
I mean, think about that. He came into a situation like Gil said, 30 and 13.
30 and 13. There's no fucking way he thought he was going to just go on top of that. Like, as a coach, do you think that you were going to, like,
and they don't got the
go in a 20-game winning streak? You know your offense ain't like that.
The Bucks don't got the players, man.
But they had it when they had it.
They don't got the players.
What is the odds if we had to vote right now and say, all right, Doc is about to get a job. He got 43 games with Giannis and Dame on the team.
On the same team.
On the team. I don't give a fuck who you put. What you think their record would be? Ain't nobody having them 19 and 23. Nobody. on this God green earth to have a Doc Rivers team with his name, with Giannis and Dame on. You're talking about two bona fide Hall of Famers in their primes.
But it happens, though.
Because that you know how bad you have to be as a coach?
Look at Phoenix.
I'm about to say.
Look at Phoenix. Look.
Oh, they've been injured. These are
Now they
healthy.
injured. Giannis was injured all last year.
When?
In the playoffs. He didn't play.
This don't count as the playoff. We're talking about the regular season. His record is, we're talking about the regular season.
He was.
No, we're not talking about this ain't a playoff
I
record.
just threw out the playoffs, but he was injured before that.
We're talking about the 43 games. These men done played 38 of them.
It don't matter, man.
It do matter. If they was hurt, I get it. But they're healthy. These are healthy stars, not hurt stars.
No.
We're talking about healthy.
Healthy stars now.
We've never seen this before.
We are 1-5.
We've never seen a healthy star, a team with two healthy stars that has this record ever.
The Bucks ain't been this bad since I left.
Come on, man.
The first time.
Ever.
Two healthy stars with nothing else, and you playing against Boston, you playing against
It's never
these
happened.
teams. That's gonna happen.
We've never seen it.
Cause this many people ain't been as good in the league. God damn it. That's why.
We've never seen it.
Of course you ain't seen it.
We ain't seen it.
You ain't seen it. You got a team with Jason Tatum playing the 4. You got Brown. You got another team with fucking Paul George and Tyrese Maxey and
they're ranked 25th.
Yes, you playing against these type of people every night. Of course that.
Think about the teams that are. Think about who they're ranked 25th right now in the last 43 games
This
with
is
Doc.
not the regular East.
Now think about the teams that's going to be in front of them. Do they have a Dame and a Giannis on their team? Who is 24? You think they got a Dame and a Giannis? No.
They got an even team.
That means that means those are Wizards down there, right? The Wizards, right? You're talking about Memphis, the hurt Memphis, right? They're down there. That means no job. They're down there. We're talking about Charlotte.
Right now,
no Lonzo Ball. They're down there. We're talking to Blazers. LaMelo. We're talking about Blazers. No star. They're down there, right? We're talking about Detroit. There's no Dame and Giannis. Those are the people that's beating them. That is embarrassing.
I gotta see this.
That's the only team that they're in front of.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I'm just sitting there like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, think about the teams we're talking about. I'm sorry. They could have had the fucking mascot coaching. They get fucking 19 and 23.
Okay. No.
19 and 23.
They lost to Memphis.
I'm
Boston,
not talking about today. I'm talking about period.
Bang
It's
go
only
the
5
Bucks.
games.
We're talking about the last. The last 43 games of this man's coaching. They are ranked 25th with this record. 25th in the NBA.
So since Doc got
there, his in the last
So
40.
you're saying this shit goes back?
This goes back to last year. They're ranked 25th.
Once he got the job. Since he's been there, they are ranked.
They can coach themselves to be 19 and 23. I'm not spending $40 million on it.
I'm not going against Doc. I'm not.
$40 million to have 19 and 23 with them playing.
It's not Doc's fault.
Who is it? Who is it then? Who is it?
They not healthy.
Who's not healthy? They've been there.
They're not healthy. Dame ain't played like Dame. Talk about Dame. Yeah, have Dame been Dame?
Yes.
Hey, man. All right, now, okay. This is first 40-point game y'all talking about. Dame
40-point games.
First 40-point game.
In the last 43 games?
Dame in
the last 43 games?
In the Boston, whatever, the Milwaukee Bucks uniform, he ain't been Dame in the Blazers.
But Bucks currently have the worst record in the Eastern Conference, 1-5.
Okay. They're ranked 29.
Blazers.
They're ranked 29 right now.
2-5.
Two new people on the team.
talking about now.
And you're blaming the coach.
What's two new people?
Two new people came to the
That's too
team
small
and
of
you're
a sample.
blaming the
Oh, yeah,
coach.
we know.
That's way too small.
We just poking.
Dame is new, Doc is new, but Doc get the blame.
Oh, because before
Dame is new and Doc is blue, but only Doc get the blame.
Because before Doc got there, they were 30 and 13. Do you forget they're 30 and 13? So whatever you want to say, before Doc got there, they were 30 and 13. You can't take away 30 and 13.
Right, that's a winning record.
So they're 30 and 13. They're second.
Yeah.
So whatever your excuse is, they don't get along. They can't play. 30 and 13,
Right.
and they fired that coach.
I mean, that shit
and then
went bad
since
quick.
then, 19 and 23.
So
Since then.
they only won 19.
So in the first 43 games, 30 and 13. Since Doc's 43 games, 19 and 23, which ranks
23 or 24.
And Dame lost.
24, they lost
Indiana
again.
in the play. He lost to Hollenberg in the playoffs.
Yeah, there is an additional loss that
The playoff, we ain't even talking about the
I'm
playoff.
saying, that's we are. We should. That counts. That's the record, don't it?
No, that's not part of the record. No, sir.
But still, they lost.
Then you're looking at 19 and more, 20 and fucking 27.
It's now 19 and 25.
19 and 25.
Our most updated. We found some extra losses.
Oh, God damn.
I'm gonna help him out a little bit. See, Doc's offense, he don't have it. He is today's generation of standstill, right? He is the type of coach that needs either the triangle or the Princeton. And the reason you need those two is because the other players on your team, like the triangle and the Princeton, is made for the team, right? It's made for the team, to get the team moving, right? So if you, like old UCLA, like when UCLA was built, it was built because they didn't have stars. So we're going to backdoor cut, and if you don't play it right, these guys get these easy layups. Same thing with the Princeton and the triangle, right? We have guys moving. So instead of Prince and all these guys sitting in the corner waiting, y'all cut off slash. If nobody guards them, that's an easy lay. Now, when Giannis and them have the ball, you can't really help. Because this guy's slashing through, this guy's coming through. It creates movement for the guys who don't usually get the ball. So now you have to play full defense versus, okay, just Giannis is there. Are we just gonna sit here and watch him? He ain't passing all the way over our heads. And that's what really those two are. That's what he needs for his team. He needs to move the other three people around. So they can get easy lays, huh?
Ain't they other star player hurt? Third player?
Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Injured.
He's hurt. I'm just saying, man. I'm not talking about Doc. Doc won the championship. He beat Kobe. It's hard to beat Kobe.
Kevin Garnett beat Kobe.
No. And he beat LeBron James.
Kevin Garnett.
It's hard to
Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen coached that team.
Ron, all them best they had on that team.
So basically, they better than all these people he coached. Now.
Who?
KG, Paul George. I mean, he better than everybody coached lately from fucking Embiid trash. He can't win it. Fucking Chris Paul and the whole Blake Griffin. Paul, so only KG could do it. It was only KG.
KG and Paul.
It was only KG. It was nobody else.
He got there.
I'm just saying, that shit sounds crazy.
He got there. KG
When you win, it's just his player.
He didn't have his nails in that first year. What happens when he got his nails in?
What?
How about this? I'm gonna tell you this. How about this? Doc Rivers, out of all coaches that's ever coached, he has coached the most Hall of Fame players in league history. The most Hall of Fame players has played for Doc. How many championships you got? Okay.
Hey, man.
This is a real person.
Hey, man.
No, I'm just saying. Because it's one of those things where I like when are we gonna like?
You can't blame Doc all the time.
I'm sorry, but if this was the other way around, and the record started with Griffin at 19 and 25, he would have been fucking fired. Right? They would have fired the fuck out that dude.
Fired at 30 and 13.
And then Doc comes in, 30 and 13. Shit, coach of the year damn near. What a hell of a turnaround. So how do you fire 30 and 13, and then the next 43 games you're 19 and 25, and there's nothing? I'm sorry. At some point, pride kicks in. Your pride, fuck your pride. You got rid of Bud, okay, you fucked up. You got rid of Griffin, okay, you fucked up. But if you fire Doc right now, no one is gonna be like, that was a bad fire.
Hey, man.
Because you say, because it's
relationship. You gotta blame some players.
His relationships is good.
At some point, you gotta blame some players, too. Can't blame Doc. I'm not blaming Doc for this.
So you're not blaming Doc for the
They lost off a game winner by
Clippers
too
and
high. Paul George didn't make a shot in the playoffs. Playoff P didn't show up. He had 0 points. A Hall of Famer had 0 or 3 points. That's Doc's fault.
Can you leave me in the arena so appalled by this conversation?
That's Doc's fault.
So appalled. He's appalled by this combo.
Yeah, I gotta get out. I gotta bounce in a minute.
Okay. Well, let's.
You can't blame Doc for that.
No. Just game. Was it game 6? What was that? Denver?
He took game 7.
It was,
game 7.
Game 7.
Kawhi hit a bounced around the rim 3.
3-1.
That's his fault.
3-1, and he decided he was going to golf and have fun at the golf course.
All right, well, let's move on to
close it.
Mostly Fans.
True story.
Jordan did.
Presented by Underdog.
That's a true story, though.
Download the app, use promo code Gil, get $1,000 in bonus cash.
Man, they said Doc got some good relationship. Is he fucking you, boy?
So,
come on.
You over here.
No, I'm
just saying, man. The way you jumping for Doc, I've never heard you over here with the Doc. I just thought about it, man. Well, goddamn.
You've been on P-ass.
No, I'm just saying.
You've been on P since I got it.
I mean, come on. Goddamn.
Hey, man.
When did you become a Doc fan?
I'm a coach. Oh, no. I don't let slander like that shit happen.
We have Brother Pig. Okay. But first question from Underdog user 14flat. Question is for you, Mr. Trill OG. Did the NFL Jay-Z get it right picking Kendrick over Lil Wayne for the Super Bowl halftime show?
That I can't really speak to because I don't know what exactly they're trying to get accomplished with that halftime show. I understand the idea of New Orleans being mad that their own won't be on that stage. That's a legitimate beef. But just like Gil said, man, a lot of these things are relational. You know, a lot of these things are relational. I don't know what relationship Hove has with Wayne or with Kendrick. I know that Hove is at the top of making this decision, but I'm sure there are people that argue for and against certain things. So whoever's opinions he trusts, I'm sure will help them come to this decision. I don't think it's just Jay-Z at the top talking about that person needed to do it. I think it's a conversation of who potentially could do it. You put them all on the table. You take the pluses and the minuses of what you're trying to get done. I don't know if sponsorship things come into this. If one person is sponsored by this company, like I'm sponsored by a company. So if somebody wants me to come to an event and it's sponsored by this other company, I can't attend. I can't be a part of it. So I don't really know what kind of hoops you got to jump through for the NFL, but I would imagine the vetting system for that motherfucker is pretty heavy. I do a lot of shit with the MLB, with the Astros. Other teams try to replicate it, but the artists they get don't pass the vetting process. So they can't even do the shit like they would want to do. So it may be somebody on the NFL side from a sponsorship level that may be like, you know what, I don't think that's going to work for us because our brand is about this. We're sponsoring part of the sponsorship for this, and we don't want to be. I don't know what motherfuckers think about it, you know. But I do know that New Orleans, they got a right to be mad. They got a right to be mad. Matter of fact, I think I should have been mad last time that motherfucker came through Houston. I might need to be upset about it.
One of the football players, Gerald, he said the people that's going to be there won't be New Orleans.
No, it's the Super Bowl. No, and that's a fact, right? Very few of the people in the whole city actually get to go and see the game in person. The Super Bowl halftime show realistically ain't even for the motherfuckers in the building. The Super Bowl halftime show is for the world. This is one of the most viewed sporting events, one of the most viewed events, period, in the world. So I think they're going by that as opposed to the whole city because Super Bowls go to cities that ain't fly like that. You know, I'm just being real. Like look, I don't want to start shitting on. But a Denver Broncos, if you ain't a weed smoker, Denver Broncos Denver Super Bowl might not be your cup of tea. Gonna probably be cold. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be turned up like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do have legalized marijuana, so that's a plus. But a lot of these motherfuckers is legalized now. So what used to be cool about certain cities is just regular.
It is standard.
At this point. I think both of them are great entertainers. I think both of them could do a great show, but I think those are two totally different performances. And Wayne is like, he's real loose with it, right? Not in the performance, but the kind of shit he talks about. Kendrick is a lot safer for national consumption, for worldwide consumption. Because Wayne's lyrics are going to be talking about certain things. Kendrick don't talk about those things in that manner. And this is a TV concert. That's the other thing. This is a TV concert. This is going around the world. So I can see where people might want to be hesitant to let certain people get on the stage. Look at LA. There's a lot of rappers from LA that didn't get to touch that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They great artists, but they might be connected to something the Super Bowl don't want to represent. That's how that shit go.
Yo, how did you convince Jay-Z to get on Get Throwed?
Well, I mean, we had already worked together. I got on his shit, you know. So it was just a matter of, you know, trying to get me on my shit. Now, it took time.
It's a different beat.
Yeah, now Get Throw. Now, let me tell you this. Jay-Z is a big fan of like Southern hip hop, and so he get it. And he liked the challenge of that type of shit too. And in the South, our connection with Hov at the time of we did Big Pimpin' wasn't that strong. He was a big deal, but not necessarily where we were.
Okay.
So when you put basically him, who's got all these big entry points in all these major cities, we picked up a lot of the small, medium markets, and it allowed everybody to be a part of the shit.
Okay.
Well, Bun B, Trill OG, we appreciate you pulling up. You know, you got to bring some Trill burgers with you next time, obviously. With cheese. But appreciate everybody on the couch. Appreciate everybody in the chat for tapping in with us on this Monday. Been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! See y'all tomorrow.